Welcome to Week 4 of high school football right here on SCTV as your Nicholas County Grizzlies come home after a big win last week against Shady Springs to take on the Lincoln Cougars. As I want to welcome you inside the broadcast booth, Grant Kuiper, Evan Prendergast, Brad Anderson with you. As, guys, it's Friday night. It's another big night. Lincoln
Grant
comes up here.
Yeah, Grant, Evan, I appreciate you having me in the SCTV broadcast booth here at Memorial Field for a great night of football.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Beautiful evening out here.
So, Grant, I want to know one thing.
Okay.
You know, pick up a big win last week. What was the mood around campus this week?
Well, you could tell there was a little bit more of a boost in the air. The kids were excited for the football game tonight, and you could tell a lot of the students were ready for the game tonight and are excited to be here.
Yeah, always good to pick up your first win. Obviously, with first-year head coach Matt Morriston, he wanted that win, and good morale booster coming into this game here tonight.
Yes, definitely. And, you know, this team in previous weeks, I love the way the Grizzlies look this year, guys. I mean, they are a hard team to go up against this year. And, you know, it definitely could have been a hard transition coming from a new coach, some new coaching staff. I mean, a lot of things had to go right, but I think this team has done great so far. 2 tough losses to begin the season, but a huge win last week coming into this tough Lincoln team.
Yeah, and I feel like getting that first win is just all the confidence you need, right? These teams, this Grizzlies team was so close against Oak Hill, and then obviously Chapmansville fell a little bit short, but the strength of schedule is just so hard, guys. So I just think to get that first win, come home against Lincoln, and hopefully get a second straight win here tonight.
Yeah, not only that, you're back home, guys. You're back here at home where your fans in this stadium gets loud and rowdy.
Oh, yeah.
And this is a Thursday night game. We usually have Friday night lights. We're playing on Thursday night now, and what better than being the class of football, because there's only 4 games this Thursday.
Wow. Yeah, all the eyes are on you, right? So it's time to perform under that pressure tonight, Brad. And so something we did last home game against Chapmansville, we're going to do it a little bit again here tonight. Just kind of talk about all the sports, right, of NCHS. So how about we start with the NCHS boys soccer team. Their record's 5-1, so 5 wins. So their last game was against Pocahontas, and they won 4-1, Evan. So pretty good for the boys soccer team out there tonight.
Yes, definitely.
Tonight, and then they come home against Bluefield this Tuesday.
Awesome. Yeah, they're looking great this year. And another team that I really want to touch on, and me and Grant had the privilege of talking to them this past Sunday on the Maloney Sports Report. The Grizzlies girls soccer team, 7-1-1, and lost the first game, tied a tough Pocahontas County team. I believe they're 8th in the state, the 3rd game of the year, and since then have won out, including a win over that same Pocahontas team this past Tuesday. So, I mean, the girls talking to them, I think they could definitely make a push for something great this year, guys. Absolutely.
And like you said, when me and you talked to them this past Sunday night, they had that confidence too.
Yes,
and when you have the confidence, the sky's the limit.
Yeah, definitely. That's half the battle for sure.
So the volleyball team, Evan, me and you, obviously being up there in the school, you can tell they're young, but they're doing good 15 matches in.
Yeah, definitely, and that's good to have a young team. You know, it definitely shows the future. The sky's the limit, you know, especially if they're playing well already.
Yeah, absolutely. And then golf, you just came from there, so how about you explain that?
Yes, the golf team it's off to a little bit of a rocky start. Me and other senior captain Braden Brown have been playing all right. Another senior Maverick Smith has been playing very well recently. We just actually got a huge win tonight over AA 8th in the state ranked Midland Trail. So big win, 2-stroke win there for us tonight. So ball's rolling, regionals in 3 weeks, see what we can do.
Yeah, for sure. And how about we move to the boys cross country team? They just had a meet this past, I believe it was, what time? It was this past time this week. They went up to the Big Ditch Invitational up in Cowan, and Owen Groves got first for the team.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
It's good to see for the boys cross country team, and then for the girls cross country team, Madison Angus got first in the Big Ditch Lake Invitational, but out of the whole meet.
Wow.
So I think that's a very good accomplishment.
Yes, definitely.
You know, guys, you mentioned in the high school, and I know we got high school football tonight, but the middle school programs are really thriving as well in cross country and also soccer as well. So look for great things in Grizzly sports.
Absolutely. The middle school football team got a big win last night against Clay as well. So just the middle school team has 22 eighth graders, guys. So you're going to get a butt ton of kids coming up here next year. So just when you're doing good at the middle school level, it just helps out the high school program as well.
Definitely. I think our school has always done very good about that. Is a little bit of, the coaches working together from the middle school and the high school level. And I think it's really starting to come together now. The past few years, we've been kind of building these programs. And, I mean, look at it now. Everything's finally starting to kind of fall into place. The puzzle's getting put together. And I'm really excited for the future of Grizzly sports.
Oh, absolutely, being in AAA. But, guys, we got a game tonight. It's the Army National Guard Game of the Week. We got camo uniforms. We had Devin Nash bringing out the American flag. We had Jackson Triplett bringing out the West Virginia State flag. This is going to be a great game here tonight. Lincoln County and Nicholas County have been playing for the last little bit, and they're 4-3. Nicholas County is over Lincoln County since 2018. All the games have been super close.
Yeah, Brad, me and you were looking into that a little bit before we came on air, and that's one thing you said. It seems like this Lincoln series, right? Anytime you come up to play Lincoln, it's always close, and it's always a one-possession game.
Definitely. And, I think that just adds to it, especially regardless of the skill level of either team. A good rivalry like this, I mean, it's going to be a heck of a game out there. I love that the Grizzlies are coming off such a big win last week, and I also love that it's, Army National Guard game at home, great environment, good crowd, great weather. I love the Grizzlies here.
Yeah, we got our captains. It looks like it's going to be Lucas Milam, Colton Helms, Devin Nash, and Jackson Triplett for the Grizzlies being captains. The seniors on this team are leaders, and I can't get over the leadership that these seniors have developed into.
Absolutely. Being around the team, I've been to a couple practices as the media manager, and just seeing how they're able to give the confidence to that team, be a leader. You can tell it's helping this team, and it's everything you want from these seniors.
Definitely. And I love seeing that. I mean, that just shows you're going to have a great team when it's happening, and you're going to have a great team in the future because they're showing the juniors how to lead next year. They're showing the sophomores how to lead the next year. I mean, they're building up a program, and it starts with coaching, but I think that it finishes with having leaders on the team as this group of seniors is.
Absolutely. You're building that foundation, right? Mm-hmm. You're setting the ground level for you to build on top of it.
Definitely.
Devin Nash running off the field. He's saying, let's go, as the Grizzlies will be receiving the ball to start the game. And, guys, we got a great night. We got Golly Fest over here, and we got football, Thursday night football.
Yeah.
We had the flyover by the National Guard of No, we really didn't. I'm fibbing. But we should have had a flyover, seeing how it's the Army National Guard.
Yeah, and like you said, Brad, people are coming in for Golly Fest. A lot of people here in the park. It's good to see it. Thursday night football, high school edition.
Yes.
Nothing better you can ask for.
Definitely.
And we're just a little under a minute from kickoff.
All right, I got to have your guys' keys to the game. Give it to me.
Okay, keys for the game for the Grizzlies. Shady Spring, they did much more better, but when they came home 2 weeks ago against Chapmansville, they had a little bit of nervousness coming out of the gate, had a couple penalties early. Cleaned that up tonight. I say you're in for a good game.
Definitely. I think my key to the game is momentum. The Grizzlies got to get started hot early and keep that momentum rolling. I think this is very much a momentum group of a big team off momentum. If we can get the ball rolling early, we can go win this game by a lot.
I think we got to stay in front of the sticks. We don't need a lot of penalties. We can't be third and long, second and long. We got to be in front of those sticks. Also, turnovers. I want to win this turnover battle tonight.
Yes.
Lincoln's going to throw the ball. They got a quarterback that has 51 passing touchdowns in A.J. Bart. You're going to hear his name a lot.
Absolutely. As we get ready to go for some high school football, Thursday night edition, as we have number 38 for the Lincoln Cougars kicking off to start tonight. We're glad you're with us on SCTV as we are underway, and we're already getting an onside kick here, and it's going to go out of bounds. So it's going to be a legal kick out of bounds. Didn't even really go 10 yards there, Brad, but kind of a shock there.
Yeah, guys, I'm surprised at the onside kick, but a little trickery to start the game. It didn't develop, but that being said, we're gonna be giving them the ball here pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. Great field position, like you said, for the Grizzlies to start off here. as it looks like the ball is going to be on the 48-yard line. So what's the keys for this first drive, Evan?
Well, I mean, I think we're already getting some momentum hot right now. I mean, you know, this is a classic rivalry game from the start. I mean, if you're already going with an onside kick to start the game, I mean, that just shows how close this game is going to be. But, I mean, I think right now we just have to, like Brad said, move the sticks, get down the field, get started hot. A great field position to start the game.
Absolutely. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies at the 43. As Helms is going to hand it off to Nash, and Nash is going to have a little gap up the middle, and he's going to
fumble.
Oh, is there a fumble?
Yeah.
It looks like he held on to the ball there.
Yeah.
And he's going to pick up of 2, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 8 at the 41, guys.
Looks like a little bit of a kind of a fast pace. Grizzlies already set here. Colton Helms getting the play call from head coach Matt Morrison.
And that's one thing they're real big on is fast pace, as they're going to hand it off to Nash again. And he's going to have a little bit of a gap here and try to get to the sideline. He's going to push a person down and still going to stay in bounds here. Nash is so good at breaking tackles, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds by number 11, Chris Miller for the Cougars, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies.
That's
great run by Devin Nash.
22-yard run. Devin Nash already 24 yards in this game already.
Wow.
Yeah, he's so good at breaking tackles, and that's one thing. He has such a good body to be able to break those tackles.
Yes, he does.
1st and 10 for the Grizzlies at the 18, as Helms is going to keep it here, and he's going to run up the middle, and he's going to gain about 5 or 6 and brought down there by multiple defenders. So very good first drive so far, guys.
Yes, and, you know, I tell you, that's the fast plays offense. I mean, look at WVU and Rich Rodriguez. That's what they do. They want to run. I mean, you know, whether it's a throw or a run, I mean, they're going to go quick. And I think that is great to tire out the defense early.
Absolutely. Brings up 2nd and 6 as Helms is looking to pass, and he's going to just have it missed. It looks like who is 84, Spencer Kuiper. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 6 here for the Grizzlies. But like you said, though, fast pace. It can wear out the defense, and that's exactly what the Grizzlies are doing.
Yes, definitely.
This drive reminds me, guys, of the very first series at Oak Hill. We were super duper fast, and Oak Hill, they didn't know what hit them. I love the fast pace guys.
Absolutely, yeah.
Definitely.
And like when you're able to go fast pace and you're conditioned for it. We know Matt Morrison is great at conditioning these kids, and you can see it right here.
Yes.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and 6. Ball on the 14 here. Grizzlies need to pick up 6. As we have Lucas Milam back there, and he's going to
direct snap to Milam.
And going to be brought
for a run. It's going to be close, but I don't think that he quite got that. Interesting play call there by head coach Matt Morrison.
Little wildcat formation.
Yes.
I don't mind the wildcat.
I don't mind it either. And Lucas Milam had an incredible running game against Shady, so I definitely like trying to get him going early.
So Grizzlies go for it here, guys, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Yeah.
Offense will stay on the field. And I like this. I like this a lot. I mean, you know, you got to get this, but if you do, I mean, it definitely a great call there.
Alrighty, as the Grizzlies 4th and 1 at the 10, as Milam's going to keep it again.
Yeah, he didn't get it.
Yeah, he's not going to get it. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Lincoln at the 10. So Lincoln still doesn't have great field position here, guys. So obviously it was 4-down territory. Grizzlies went for it, didn't get the first down, but now you're going to hand it over to defense. What does the defense need to do, Evan?
I think our defense, again, with the momentum. I mean, this could be a huge momentum killer for the Grizzlies. Early in the game, defense need to stay on the ball. Don't let that affect the way they're going to think. They can get the ball back real quick here, so I really like.
I think the Grizzlies have to stay in front of the ball. They can't let the ball get behind them. Lincoln's going to throw the ball here, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. As number 2, as Lincoln gets ready to snap the ball here.
Good old-fashioned I formation.
Yeah, number 12, Jackson Shaw is going to hand it off to number 0, as we do not have that on our. Is that number 8? That's number 8, Christopher C.J. Smith. So C.J. So picking up 2 here. Or just going to bring up 2nd and 8. Ball on the 12.
Grant, I had 0-2, but I can't see a good out of
Yeah, that's one thing. Chapmansville game I struggled to see a little bit, but it's going to be 2nd and 9, it looks like, for Chapmansville, as they're going to hand it off to number 8 again, CJ on the carry. He's going to lose a yard there, guys, so it's going to bring up 3rd and long here.
That was a great tackle there. Way to stay on the ball there by number 58 for the Grizzlies, Chris Meadows. I mean,
yeah, you hear those Meadows boys' names a lot in the defensive side, and this is where the Grizzlies want to be, 3rd and long against Lincoln. But I'm telling you, you got a quarterback like they have, and A.J. Bart, he's going to throw the ball
yes,
here.
And that's where Grizzlies have to be ready for that. Because, I mean, this could be an easy pickup for Lincoln because they've ran twice in a row now. Grizzlies going to stay on top of that for sure.
Yeah, have to be ready for the pass as number 12 is going to look to pass for the Cougars, and he's going to be brought down deep there, and it's going to bring up 4th and long for the Cougars.
Great play by the Grizzlies to really, get through the O-line, collapse that pocket, and put the pressure on the quarterback.
To be able to, you knew the pass was coming, so to be able to rush the quarterback there and create some pressure. It's going to be 4th and long, ball at the 2. So the Cougars forced to punt here, guys.
Good defensive stand for the Grizzlies. 3 and out there.
And that's back to the momentum. We needed that right there to keep us in this. And I know it's early in the game, but it adds up quick. So I think this is a huge defensive play for the Grizzlies to get the ball back here.
Absolutely, as the Cougars are going to punt this ball away. Ian Nutter back deep for the Grizzlies, and he's going to fair catch it at the 31. So great field positions once again for the Grizzlies.
Yes.
And both teams move fast here, Brad. We're only 4 minutes into this game, and both teams have had the ball. So second drive for the Grizzlies. Obviously, the first drive, like Brad said, reminded us a lot of the Oak Hill game. So you think they keep up the fast pace, Evan?
Yeah, definitely. I think we're going to see a little bit more in the air this time, though. I think Colton Helm needs to get relaxed a little bit. First drive out of the way, get set, make some good deep throws here, and I think we're going to see a good deep throw for a touchdown here soon.
Absolutely, as Helms hands it off to Nash, I believe.
That was Nash, yep.
Was a Nash, all right. So going to pick up of 3 here, so brings up 2nd and 7. So run the ball again, or do you think you go in the air this time?
I think you go in the air here. I mean, about second down, about 5. I like to see a good throw here.
Absolutely, and the ball's going to be on the 28 here for the Grizzlies as the Grizzlies get ready to go here. And Helms is going to look to pass, Evan, and it's going to be complete to number 11. No, number
0.
0? 17.
17.
Complete to number 17. Or number 0, you're right, and it was Landon Keenan. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 3 for the Grizzlies.
And that was
here.
a really good throw there by Colton Helms. I mean, he was in triple coverage almost, and great ball placement by Helms.
Yeah, Helms threaded the needle there.
Yes, he did.
Absolutely. As Nash is going to have the ball now, he's going to break a couple more tackles. He's going to be wide open. He's going to take it in for the Grizzlies touchdown. Grizzlies lead 6-0 with 7:14 to go.
Great run there by Devin Nash. Broke about 6 tackles off of the line to break through and get a huge touchdown there.
Yeah, give the offensive line a lot of credit, guys,
Yes.
as Devin Nash did break tackles, but that initial hole was developed by that interior line of the Grizzlies.
Absolutely. As
It's going to be Colton Burkhammer.
I was going to say
on
Colton
for the
Burkhammer.
kick.
And for the extra point, it's going to be up. And good, guys. And he's actually torn his ACL, but he said he's able to kick, so.
Is he still kicking?
Yeah, he is. He's still kicking.
And I heard pregame from a couple people that he's only going to kick. He will not be playing in the field.
Yeah, he's only kicking. He's only kicking extra points as well, Brad, I believe. Yeah. Landon Keenan kicking off, handling the kickoff side of things. But, yeah, isn't that impressive, Evan?
Yes, it is. I mean, that really is impressive. I said his name there, and then I had to kind of second-guess myself because I remember that he had torn his ACL.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's awesome. The grit of that.
Absolutely. And to still be able to play your senior year even though you have an injury like that.
Yes. Guys, we had a 3-play, 31-yard touchdown drive right there, capped off by a 24-yard run by Devin Nash. Devin Nash initially today is tearing it up.
Absolutely. We've talked about it all season, but you just can't say enough. He's so good at breaking tackles, guys.
Yes, he is. And, I mean, that's honestly probably his strong suit is powering through wherever he sees. I mean, whether he's on defense or offense, he's either going to make the tackle or break the tackle. I mean, he is a force to be reckoned with on the football field.
Absolutely, as the Grizzlies are going to get ready to kick off here as Landon Keenan's going to send it away. And it's going to be, was it touchdown? It's going to still be picked up, though, by the Cougars. It's going to be brought up through the corner. It's going to have a gap there, but it's going to be brought down about at the 42-yard line. So a little nervous on the return there, but got him down at the 38, excuse me, and it's going to be 1st and 10 Cougars. So Grizzlies defense was just on the field, got a big stop there. Do you think they do it again, Evan?
Oh, definitely. I think they do. I think they keep the momentum going. I think they stay on the ball. That's I think that last drive goes back to Matt Morrison's conditioning. I think that goes back to his grit that he has, that he's going to lead this team with. I know being coached by him in track my 8th grade year, we did a lot of conditioning, so that's one thing that he is very good at.
Absolutely. As number 12, Jackson Shaw is back deep for at the quarterback position for the Cougars, as getting ready to snap the ball there, and he's going to hand it off to number.
Great play by the Grizzlies right there. He's going to be stopped shy of the line of scrimmage. Looks like about a loss of 2 there.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, not a lot of room for number 0.
Yeah, number 0 is out there.
And you're going to get a text with an updated roster.
Okay, am I? Yeah, I think we've had some changes tonight, Brad, and we're going to try to stay on top of it here.
Yeah, great play by the defense there on the Grizzlies side of the ball. Very proud of the way this D-line is playing.
As I mentioned, we want to keep them behind the sticks, and that's what we're doing at 2nd and 12.
Oh,
a nice pass there.
That was a good pass.
Bart.
Yeah, pass
dropped by number 2.
Yeah, it's Jacob Bart.
Jacob Bart, I see.
So,
okay, they're brothers.
Okay, okay. Yeah. So it's going to be 3rd and 12, it looks like, at the 35 as Lincoln gets ready to go here once again. And number 12 is A.J. Bart. We had the wrong rosters up here, Evan.
Facing another 3rd and long here in Lincoln County.
Yeah. So Jacob looking to pass, and it was intended for his brother again.
And that's great defense there by Devin Nash. I mean, he almost had the pick there. It looked like it touched both of their hands.
I agree. Devin Nash jumped that route, got in between the ball and the defender, knocked that ball away. So great job by Devin Nash.
Absolutely. And both of those passes, like you said, the one before that as well looked like it was about to be picked off as well. So
another 3 and out for the Lincoln Cougars.
And that's exactly what you want, as the Cougars are going to punt this ball away here. Number 35, Ian Nutter, back deep for the Grizzlies.
That's another player I love, Ian Nutter. I mean, he is quick, he's strong, and he knows football. That's one player that I've always liked. I see similarities of him and Devin Nash. He's a little bit height-wise a little smaller than Devin, but I think that gets him kind of an edge on some defenses because he's really quick, speedy, and he can cut corners like nobody else.
You mentioned it, the quickness of it, how fast he is to be a wide receiver. Sometimes he's wide open, you know what I mean? So to have that speed is such a big deal.
Definitely.
Going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies on the 34-yard line here, as Helms at the quarterback position here, and he is going to hand it off to Nash. And no, correction, it was handed off to
Ian Nutter.
Yeah, Ian Nutter, just mentioned him. So
it's a good play there by the Grizzlies, a little bit of trickery.
Yeah, absolutely. And loses a little bit, but still, though, right there at the line of scrimmage, right?
Yes.
So going to bring up just 2nd and 11.
I tell you guys, I like to see a throw here on this play. I mean, Colton Helms has proved his ability with that 1-3. He definitely can do it. And I think a good throw here gets him back in this drive.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Lincoln playing a 3-4 defense, which is going to be tough to throw over the middle, as you're going to get a timeout here, Grant. And let's speak about that defense a little bit that Lincoln's playing. Lincoln's playing that 3-4 defense, and they got 4 defenders in the defensive backfield. They're expecting to throw as well.
And I think that head coach Matt Morrison noticed that, called the timeout, said, maybe we're going to have to switch it up a little bit here. Let's talk about him for a little bit. Matt Morrison, first-year head coach as the Nicholas County Grizzlies football head coach, but he has many, many years of experience in the coaching realm. I mean, I myself has had him as a coach, 8th grade year as a track coach. Yep. I know people that have had him as a wrestling coach, another football coach. I mean, this guy all across the board is a great coach. And like I mentioned, a great conditioning coach. He really knows how to get you prepared for the games. And that's what I love about him.
Absolutely. And look at how much success he had at the middle school level for the football team.
Definitely.
He's won multiple conference championships there, and you can see, and he's coached these kids before, and I think that helps him out a lot too, knowing the kids, getting that chemistry already kind of having made. And I think that helps him out a lot too.
Oh, definitely. I agree. For sure.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and 11 here, as the Grizzlies are getting ready to take over here, as Helms is going to hand it off to Nash, and he's going to get stopped right, it looks like right back to the line of scrimmage there. So it's bring up 3rd and 10. Ball on the 34. So 3rd and 10 here for the Grizzlies. Probably putting it in the air here, Evan.
Yeah, definitely. And, I think that put some trust in Colton Helms because he has proved time after time that he can make the throws you need him to make. I mean, that throw earlier that he had to the sideline, the one pickup we've had through the air today for the Grizzlies was an immaculate throw. He threaded the needle. He's proved himself in the past 3 seasons that he can do it.
Absolutely, as Helms is looking to pass here, and he's going to get brought down. He's just going to get rid of it, though, and it looks like that pass was intended for, was that 11? Yeah 11, Devin Nash. So just kind of didn't have a lot of time there, you know what I mean? It's kind of scrambling there to get it. Still got rid of the ball there. It's going to bring up 4th and 10.
I mean, it looked like he went to throw twice there, had about 2 pump fakes. I don't think they were intentional either. I mean, the Lincoln defense did a good job here.
And Colton had 3 Lincoln Cougars on his shoulder. He was trying to shrug them off, and just good job to get the ball away and not take the sack.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Grizzlies are going to punt the ball away here. As it looks like Burkhammer is out there, though, guys, to punt this ball away.
For the punt, yeah.
Yeah, and we're going to get a flag here, though.
Going to get a false start, I bet.
Yeah. So, as they discussed down there, we think it's a false start. We will get the word here shortly, as we'll listen in.
Dead ball, encroachment, number 11 on defense, 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
So it's on the defense there, Brad. So it's going to bring up 4th and 5 here for the Grizzlies. Still going to punt this ball away, though.
Which I like that play.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't go for it, especially in this position. I mean, I like the going for it earlier in the game. I mean, it didn't work, obviously, but I like that take, the confidence there.
Yeah, absolutely. As this punt just kind of missed a little bit, and it's going to bounce back. It's going to take a Cougars bounce, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cougars at the 46, guys.
Yeah, and I mean, that's something you see very rarely from Colton Burkhammer. He is a very good kicker, very good punter. Looked like he was in a little bit of pain there after that kick, so that might have been, a factor there. But
and if he is in pain, that's probably his last punt.
Yes.
You don't need to, you got a long season ahead of us here.
Yeah, absolutely.
A tough one as well.
Yeah. So Cougars getting ready to take over here at the 46-yard line here, as number 12, A.J. Bart, here at QB for the Cougars. And get ready for their 3rd drive of the game, as he is going to look to pass, and it's complete.
Quick pass over the middle there for his brother, it appears, Jacob Bart.
The brother duo looks like it's out there tonight for the Cougars.
Yes, definitely.
That was number 3, wasn't it?
I thought it was
It's 2.
Was
it looked
3?
like.
I think that was 3. I think that was
It was 3. Excuse me, it was 3. Colton Edwards. And that was a good quick throw there across the middle. He threaded the needle.
Yeah. Absolutely, as it's going to bring up 1st and 10 at the 31 for the Cougars, as Bart looking to pass again, and it is complete to number 1.
Oh, good tackle there to save a touchdown.
Yeah, Birdie Bones on the reception there, and it's going to bring up first and goal at the 1.
From the 1.
As Cougars going fast here now, Evan.
Going fast, which, I mean, that's what you got to do real quick there.
And we're going to get a flag here,
ball.
Yeah, our guy didn't get off the field, but it's not going to matter.
Yeah.
Still a touchdown there by number 0, Connor Rice, just up the middle.
Yeah, so obviously a flag on the play, but Grizzlies couldn't get off. So, Brad, you've mentioned this. The Lincoln series is always very good, and you're seeing another great game here early.
Oh, absolutely. You talk about that touchdown for the Lincoln Cougars. 3-play drive. The long pass by Bart for 27 yards to get the ball down to the 1-yard line. That shows you how fast they can score, guys.
Yeah, definitely. And, I think that if you're Lincoln County, you needed that touchdown right there. I mean, you get the quick 3-and-out from the Grizzlies there. You get the ball back. 2 good throws by Bart across the middle. I think if you're the Grizzlies right now, you need to kind of – and the kick is good. It's going to be 7-7 with 4:22 left in the first.
Cole Riley with the extra point there, but go ahead, Evan.
I was just saying there, I mean, I think if you're the Grizzlies right now, I mean, that's two balls that they were caught right across the middle there. With a decent defense defending, I think you need to kind of reevaluate what you're doing there on that side of the ball, get back into it on the next drive.
Yeah, I mean, they showed you some good film right there, and the guys up in the booth will make those corrections.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll see that, like you said, Brad, and make those corrections. So Grizzlies going to get the football back here. So what do they need what do they need to do for this drive, Evan?
I think
to
they
get
need
back
a
on the board.
touchdown right
Yeah,
here for sure. I mean, it's definitely still a game. We have a lot of time left. This isn't the most crucial drive, obviously, but I mean, I think if you score right here, you tell Lincoln, we're not going to go away. We're not going to let you get away with that touchdown. We're going to keep this lead as long as we can.
Yes, as the Cougars are getting ready to kick off here, as it's number 38. Is that looks like Riley on the kick for the Cougars, and
Grant, this is going to be the Grizzlies' 4th possession.
Yeah.
Still over 4 minutes to go. Each team has had the ball 3 times. This has been fast-paced football.
Yes.
Absolutely. As the Grizzlies are going to return the ball up here. It looks like number 35, Ian Nutter, and I think it will be because of his speed. There's a flag back deep, but he's going to be up at the 40, and he's still on his feet, and he's going to be brought down at the 29. There is a flag back, but what a return for Ian Nutter.
Great, and that's what I said earlier. He's low to the ground, he's quick, he's speedy, and he's shifty. And, I mean, that's what it takes on these kickoff returns. I mean, that is why he is in the position that he should be in.
So there's a flag back deep here. We will see if this one comes back, as we will listen into the call here whenever it comes. And it looks like they're staying down here, guys. So
yeah,
it looks like it's going to stand. But here's the call from the field.
We have an incidental face mask, 0 on the kicking team, 5-yard penalty, first down.
So exactly what you wanted for the Grizzlies.
Yes, definitely.
What a return by number 35, Ian Nutter.
That's huge. I mean, that's definitely what you need going into this drive. I think you're going to see a quick touchdown here by the Grizzlies. I mean, they got the momentum off that run. But, I mean, what a run by Ian Nutter. And that's what we were talking about earlier. I love his speed, his quickness, his shiftiness that he has on the field. And that is why he is the kickoff returner, the punt returner, because that is where he is best at.
Yes, for sure. As Colton Helms is going to hand it off to Devin Nash, and he's going to have a seam. He's going to be wide open down the sideline, and he's going to take it in for the Grizzlies touchdown, just what you were talking about,
Evan.
Yes,
quick touchdown, momentum, and running the ball. This Grizzly team has a lot of key weapons on the ground, and that is another, display of that right there by Devin Nash. Great touchdown run by Devin Nash.
So Lincoln goes down and scores, and then the Grizzlies come right back and answer. So
I hope they've changed the light bulbs in the scoreboard, guys, as this is going to keep the scoreboard operator busy.
Yes, for sure. As Colt Burkhammer is going to attempt the extra point here, guys, as there is 4:03 to go in the first. As the kick is up and looks like it's good, and it is. So it's 7-14, Grizzlies, 4:03 to go in this first quarter.
Yeah, good job by Colton Helms to grab that ball. But the time before also, that special teams play right there saves you 2 points.
It does, definitely.
Yes, so Lincoln gets the ball back here. What do the Grizzlies defense need to go, but then also what does the Lincoln offense need to do?
I mean, I think the offense needs to stay in the air, and I think that's what the Grizzlies defense should expect.
Yes.
I think Lincoln kind of showed the Grizzlies where their weak point is, so we'll see if the Grizzlies adapt to that, which I have no doubt that they will. But, I mean, if you're Lincoln, you need to go get a quick touchdown, too, to show the Grizzlies I'm still here as well.
Yeah, Grant, what you got to do, I think, is pressure the ball. We sacked him twice on that first drive, put him behind the sticks. We're giving him too much time to get back there, but we also need to cover that center.
Yes, for sure. As the Grizzlies getting ready to kick away here, as the Grizzlies get ready to kick away here, as
For the Grizzlies, number 0, Landon Keenan.
We're going to have number 0, Landon Keenan, kicking for the Grizzlies.
Which, guys, that looks like an 11 out there. And it
No,
it is a 0. It is a 0. Yeah, you're right. Light's messing with me there. As Landon's going to kick this ball away. And it's going to be stopped right there at the 50.
That was a great grab by number 70 for Lincoln. I mean, my goodness, that was a sophomore, 5'8", Spatafor.
Yeah. So Lincoln having good field position here right at the 50, you know what I mean? As Cougars get ready to take over here, Evan.
Yeah, definitely. And You know, I mean, this game has already been shown to be a rivalry game. 4 minutes left in the first, 14-7. Each team has had the ball. This will be now 4 times. I mean, what a game we've had so far.
So do you think they're going in the air here? That's where they've had the success at, so you would think so.
I think so. I mean, I'm not a coach, but, I mean, I would stick to what's working for sure at the time.
Yes, as number 12, A.J. Bart, at the QB position once again for the Cougars. As the snap is back, and he's looking to pass once again. And he's going to let it fly for number 3, and he just can't make the grab. A pass intended for number 3, Edwards.
That was good pressure by the Grizzlies on the inside, but Bart stepped up into the pocket. Good throw there by Bart as we got a Grizzly down on the field.
Yeah, and that was good defense by.
And that's going to be.
That's going to be Lucas Milam.
Yeah.
And that is a tough. He went out last year with that bad foot injury, and you know you hate to see this. I mean, he limps off the sideline, goes down. I mean, this is one of the worst things you could see if you're the Grizzlies right now. I mean, I got to tell you guys, he is a key piece of this offense and defense.
Well, especially in the secondary, as Lincoln stays away from the I formation and goes back to the shotgun that they're used to, and look for them to air it out.
Yeah, for sure. As the Cougars 2nd and 10 here, ball still at the 50. As Bart's going to hand it off now to number 0, it looks like Connor
Rice.
Yeah, Rice. So pick up, it looks like about 3 or 4 here. So it's going to bring up 3rd and a little bit, 3rd and manageable. So you think they go to the air here once again, or you think they kind of run it here? I would think it would pass.
Yeah, I think you're going to go through the air here. I mean, it's shown to have worked the past few throws, so I think they're going to stay with that.
Yeah, as the Cougars are in shotgun once again, as Bart's going to look to pass, and he's going to take it himself. Yeah, he's past the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like a yard or 2 short. So you could tell he wanted to pass there, but had to scramble and take it for the run.
I mean, that's what you said earlier, Brad. You know, the D-line has to put up pressure up front. Kind of, you know, we've shown put pressure on Bart, see what he really is made of. I like what they did there. They stayed on him. You know, he broke a few tackles early, but they didn't let him get a first down.
Yeah, it brings up a big 4th down here, Grant.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like, I was going to say, do you think the Cougars would go for this? But it looks like they're going to punt this ball away here. Or no, are they going to?
They're going for it.
No, they are going for it. Yeah,
yes.
sorry, they are going to go for it. And Bart is going to look to pass, and it's going to be complete to, is that 28 maybe?
That's the old college bootleg play, guys. You fake that handoff inside. He rolls out to the pocket, finds that receiver. It works all day long. That's a great play call.
It is, definitely. You know, they knew that. They knew the Grizzlies weren't going to see that one coming. Good pickup there by Lincoln to keep them in this.
And it was an important pickup, too, with it being 4th and 2 as the Cougars go once again. And Bart looking to pass. This has been their game in the air, and it's going to be complete to number 38, Riley, and it's going to bring up another first down for the Cougars.
And that was a good play there by Riley. You know, he knew what he was doing. He got underneath the defenders, wide open in the middle. Big pickup there by Lincoln.
Yes.
That's for 24 yards. That's big chunks.
And Lincoln moving faster as well, Evan.
Yes.
As the ball is at the 11 here, so not first and goal yet, as Bart in shotgun formation once again here. And he is going to look to pass, and it's going to be
almost intercepted.
Yeah, almost broken up there.
That was a risky throw by Bart in between 3 Grizzly defenders there. Tried to thread the needle. Not quite as good as Helms earlier.
Yeah. So, Brad, it brings up 2nd and 10 here. Cougars moving fast here once again, though.
Yeah, they're moving fast, Grant, and what the Cougars are going to do is keep the Grizzlies' defense off balance, and that's exactly what they're doing. But look for the Grizzlies to buckle down here.
Yes.
Yes, as it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 here at the 11, and Bart looking to pass once again, and it's going to fall incomplete. Looks like it was intended for number 1. It looks like Barnes there. So.
And I really like what our defensive line did there, Brad. Like you had said earlier, they put the pressure. They didn't quite, they kept him in the pocket, but they kept him surrounded. He knew he had to make that pressured throw real quick, or else he was going to take that sack, which led to him overthrowing the receiver there.
Yeah, and guys, this Grizzly defense is used to keeping teams out of the end zone. You remember at Oak Hill, goal line stand after goal line stand after goal line stand. These Grizzlies are going to stop this.
Absolutely, and I'm glad you pointed that out there, Brad, as it brings up 3rd and 10, and Bart's pass is complete to number 38. Is that Cade Riley there?
Cade Riley.
Yeah, so the Cougars go down there and score once again, so they answer. And so, Brad, 1:49 to go here, and both teams have had the ball 4 times.
And they've scored twice each.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's back and forth football, and I know if you're Lincoln, you're probably liking where you're standing today, and I know if you're the Grizzlies, you're liking where you're standing today. Both coaches. It's still 1:49 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, well, they're going to be going into halftime here in just a second. No, halftime's still a quarter away.
Yeah, absolutely, as Riley's kick is up and good. So it's 14-14,
Wow.
1:49 to go here, guys. We've talked about this. The Lincoln game never disappoints.
Yes, definitely. And I'm going to go back to that touchdown real quick. Lincoln hit it quick across the middle, just like they had 2 previous plays in the last drive. If you're the Grizzlies, I think you really need to assess, why that's happening, why we aren't able to get coverage across the middle, and then eliminate that for the future, because that is 3 key throws they've made right now across the middle, wide open receivers.
Yeah, that's an 8-play, 50-yard touchdown drive. And once again, as we keep mentioning, or I keep mentioning, it didn't take hardly any time off the clock. It's just back and forth football right now.
Yeah, it is. It's back and forth football, but it's fast-paced too. So how do both teams stay in shape here, for the fourth quarter here? Because at this pace here, you're going really, really fast here, Evan.
I think, you just got to keep your head down and keep playing football. I don't think you need to get too far ahead of yourself and focus, how am I going to keep myself in the game? Because you're in the game.
Yeah, and guys, I know it's not hot and it's kind of a cool night, but what are coaches doing? Hydrate, hydrate. You do not want to cramp on a night like tonight.
No.
Yeah, for sure. You do not want to have a cramp on a night like tonight where it's a close game here, 14-14, 1:49 to go, as the Cougars are going to kick this ball away here, and it's going to
go
seems
out
like
of bounds. Yeah. Lucas Milam is back in the game, so great to see that he is okay, guys, for sure.
Yeah, and him being back in the game, Lincoln Cougars decided, let's just kick it out of bounds.
Yes.
We're not going to get – we seen last time he ran it, for 60 yards. So.
Yeah. Yeah, playing it smart there, Brad, just kicking it out of bounds. So Grizzlies are going to take over here with 1:49 to go here. With what we've seen, the Grizzlies can definitely go down here and score.
Yes, definitely. I think they can. I think it's great that Lucas Milam is back. I think that's going to give the Grizzlies a little bit of momentum going into this drive, letting Lincoln know at least, you can't take us out of this game. We're going to stay here regardless of what it takes.
Yes, for sure. As it's 1st and 10 at the 35 for the Grizzlies, as Helms is in the shotgun formation, and he is going to hand it off to Nash, and he's going to be stopped right there. The Cougars saw that one coming.
Yes, they did. Big play by the Cougars up front there to break through. O-line kind of collapsed real quick. Cougars took advantage of that. I think if you're the Grizzlies, you need to kind of recollect yourself, calm down a little bit, get back in the game. Maybe not move quite as fast right here.
Yeah, Lincoln just played that jailbreak defense right there. There was nobody going to even cover a pass play. They just knew the run was coming.
Yes, as it's going to bring up 2nd and 12, and they're going to hand it off to Nash again, and he's going to have a little bit of space there, and it gets tripped up, but it looks like a gain of about 4 there, guys. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 8 or 9 here. So 1 minute to go here. It's 3rd and long here, probably going to the air, Evan.
Yeah, definitely. If I'm the Grizzlies, I kind of want to throw it a little bit more on 2nd down. Colton Helms can make the throws, obviously, and, they're facing a lot of these 3rd and longs, and one of your keys to the game, Brad, was don't face 2nd and 3rd and long. Yes,
as 3rd and 8 here, and Helms is looking to pass, and he's not going to get rid of it there. He's going to be brought down in the backfield by number 0, it looks like, Rice. So 4th and long here for the Grizzlies, but you do got to snap it, though. Play clock just under the game clock here. So you got to put it away here to end this first quarter here, Evan.
Yeah, and that was a great play by the Lincoln defense to keep themselves into this game going into the second quarter. Definitely get some momentum going for their guys. Know they're going to have the ball back here after a little bit of a break.
Yes, as the Grizzlies are going to punt this ball away.
Whoa,
and it's going to be,
snap.
yeah, now you're going to have to get rid of it here. And even. Oh, and it's going to be intercepted there. Absolute just kerfuffle down there.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
if you're the Grizzlies, that is the worst possible case scenario right there. I mean, able to save the touchdown, but, I mean, if you're the punter, if you're Landon Keenan there, you should not throw that ball away. You should just take the hit.
Yeah, I mean, it just started bad and ended up worse. And that being said, Grizzlies did stop him from scoring here. But once again, I want to see this Grizzly goal line defense. You got 1st and goal here.
So 0.1 of a second here, guys. So the Cougars are going to get a snap off here, and they are going to hand it off to Rice. And
fumble.
Ball came out.
The ball came out, yeah, and they're saying he was down at the 1. So that is the end of the first quarter here. Your score, the Lincoln Cougars 14, your Nicholas County Grizzlies 14. So, guys, something we do every single week, we try to do a senior spotlight. So how about we go to that senior spotlight now?
Isaiah Dillon. And Isaiah, let me ask you this. So when did you realize that you had the passion for football and you're like, I want to play this game?
Oh, I don't know. I just started playing it, and just had fun with it.
Yeah, had fun with it for sure. For sure.
For sure.
And then second question here is, so what challenges have you faced? Football can be a very hard sport. So.
Oh, the injuries,
Yeah.
I broke my leg twice already, and I just keep pushing through it and all of that.
Yeah. So football can be a very challenging sport. Isaiah, thanks for stopping by.
Yep.
Welcome back here as we are getting ready to start the second quarter here, guys. And Isaiah Dillon, he was our senior spotlight there, and he's not too much of a talker, but he's one of those people that's going to let his actions speak for himself.
Definitely. I mean, he is a key piece to this Grizzly team for sure.
Yeah, and he's so good on the line there as well. So good at getting those blocks so Devin can run it there. But if you're the Grizzlies here, you had that kind of mishap there at the end of the first quarter there. How do you stop them right here on the goal line as they're at the 1-yard line?
Yeah, you got to buckle down right here. We've done it before, so we can do it again. And like I say, this is a big series for both teams as it goes back and forth.
Definitely. I think if you're the defense right now, you just need to tell yourself, we're not out of this yet. They're not going to get this touchdown. Buckle down.
Yeah, absolutely. As number 12, Bart under center there, and looks like he's going to be stopped there, guys. So it's going to no signal yet. Oh, they're saying touchdown on the far side there. I thought he was short there, guys.
Looks like they stopped. I mean, this is going to be a close one, that's for sure.
I think we ought to go to replay.
Yeah. We have it up here, right?
While Lincoln did just score there, give a shout-out to Sam and
Absolutely.
SCTV and his crew. I tell you what, this is great stuff right here as the city of Summersville allows us to have some fun with them.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
And we have a kid, his name's Aiden Prophet, and he's running for the cameras for us tonight. So this is just something good to see the students at Nicholas County High School being able to pull this together, Evan.
Definitely. I love seeing it, getting everybody involved. It really brings the community together in more ways than one, and I love seeing that.
Yes, for sure. As number 38, Riley, on to attempt the extra point. And it's going to be good. So it's 21-14 here, guys. What do the Grizzlies need to do on offense?
Grant, let's go back to SCTV here a second. And, what I'd like to see is a club with the high school someday.
Yes,
and you could be the charter member of that club that could start at the high school. And,
Definitely.
This is good stuff as we have all kinds of control boards up here.
Yes.
And, I got the honor of working with SCTV and Sam at the Winter Classic and protected it from the ball hitting because, as I said on the radio or on the TV with the Winter Classic, is Sam's heart palpitates sometimes when his stuff gets mixed up. And once again, we got to give a lot of credit. All this stuff up here
great
is just,
setup for sure.
We're very blessed.
Definitely.
Yeah, and you were talking about the Winter Classic having to deflect the ball from coming. We were practicing up there, and Sam had all this stuff set up. And I'm playing defense there, and the ball comes off my fingertips, and I can see it's heading for the table. Let's just say I had a little bit of a heart attack. The ball did not hit the table, though. And, this is just so awesome there. You have everything you could possibly have. You have the scoreboard down at the bottom there. It tells you all your information and everything, and it's just great to see.
Definitely.
I'm just a little sad that he doesn't let me push any of these buttons because I know if I started pushing the buttons, it would be messed up real quick.
As the Lincoln Cougars are going to kick this ball away here. Number 38, Riley going to kick this ball away here for the Cougars. So Grizzlies need to go get a quick score here.
Yes.
As Riley's going to kick this ball away, and the Grizzlies are going to pick it up there. It looks like number 35. Is that Ian Nutter?
Yes,
Looks like
Ian
there, yeah.
Nutter picks up the ball. I think that play just goes back to what I've been saying is shiftiness. I mean, he moved in and out of there. Unfortunately, they swarmed him all at once there, got him down. But, still good field position for the Grizzlies. They're going to be right about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, as it's going to bring up first at the 25. So 1st and 10 at the 25 here as Helms is in shotgun formation and has Nash right to his side there, and he's going to hand it off to Nash, and he's going to have a little bit of an opening here on the outside, and he's going to gain about 1. Lincoln is doing a great job of stopping this run. You can tell they have done their homework.
Yes, they are, and that was a great play there by number 11, Hunter Burdett, for Lincoln. Stayed on Nash there, got low, and took him out from underneath.
Yeah, so brings up 2nd and 9 here, Brad. The Grizzlies, you think they're going to go in the air here or keep it on the ground?
Yeah, I think that we're going to see a pass here. The adjustments are going to get made. On-field adjustments are a little harder than making them at the half, but look for a good series here for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, as Nash they're going to keep the ball on the ground as Nash is going to pick up. It looks about 8 yards there, guys. So to bring up 3rd and 1. Go ahead.
I like the play there. They put Brennan Smith in front of Devin Nash there to kind of lead him through the defense there. Good play call there by Matt Morrison and the defense. Pickup of, what was that?
It was picked up it was pick up a 7.
Pick up a 7.
Yeah. So
2nd and 9, yes.
Yeah, lead blocking, guys, is where it's at, and you get a lead block for Devin Nash, and he can get out in the open field. He's going to make people miss.
Definitely.
Yeah, so it brings up 3rd and 2 here, so they're going to hand it off to Nash again, and he's going to have a gap, and he's going to break just free now. Now he's going to have a little bit of a gap down the sideline, and it's going to be brought down by number 11 and number 3 there for the Cougars. But 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies. Evans, that's exactly what you want there.
Yes, it is. That's just what Brad was saying there. Give Nash a little bit of room in front of him. He's going to make the most of it.
Yeah, that's a 35-yard run for Nash, and once again, you show him that crease.
Yes.
He's going to find it.
And you just get that little bit of a gap there, too, you know what I mean? And he is long gone as it brings up 1st and 10 at the 36, and they're going to hand it off to number 26, Braden Johnson, and he is going to pick up a 1st down as well, guys. So
great run by Braden Johnson. And what an athlete he is. I mean, he can do it all, really. I mean,
yeah.
Even on the court, he's a great basketball player. And he's just one of those people that can pick up anything real quick, and he's going to be good at it.
And it's good to have all those skills, you know what I mean? Because playing, like you said, he plays basketball. He can take some of those skills he learns at basketball and apply it to the football field as well.
Yes, definitely. That's one good thing about this Grizzly team is they have a lot of diversity on the field. I mean, they have players that can really play any position. That's what you love to see, especially in close games like this, the way not everybody's going to get worn out as quick.
And you talked about being wore out there. Timeout called by Lincoln. So 10:01 to go here, Brad. Just the 2nd quarter. But like you said, that this pace, that just what shocks me. The pace of both teams here, you can tell they have done their conditioning and they're ready to go for tonight's game.
Yeah, this Thursday night Army National Guard game of the week is all it's built up to. Is you got the cheerleaders wearing their camo uniforms. You got the Grizzly band. You got the Grizzlies. And I think that's a pretty good timeout by the Lincoln Cougars. Is the coach wants to talk a little bit about them long runs by Devin Nash and then back-to-back 1st downs by the Grizzlies. I think that was a good timeout.
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely. It looks like there's a cramp down there too, guys. But Cougars are gonna come out here on defense here as the Grizzlies get ready to go here. 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies at the 24-yard line here, guys. We're trying to enter that red zone right here, Evan.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, I think this is a big one for the Grizzlies here. Good 1st and 10. I'd like to see something through the air, but Devin Nash is working really good on the ground.
Yeah, and a little bit of a bobble there, but
good job by Colton to get that. But no, that was a wildcat.
And
number Lucas Milan.
Yeah, number 5, Lucas Milan on the carry there. Yeah, but a little bit of a bobble there, guys, but worked out pretty well there.
Yeah, great recovery there. I mean, it might not have been a lot of yards, one yard pickup there, but I think that play has a lot more depth than it looks like as far as a good play, because that easily could have been a loss or a fumble.
Yeah, this series for the Grizzlies all on the ground. This is the 7th play of this drive. Everything's been on the ground.
As they're going to hand it off to Nash once again, and they're going to stick on the ground, and he's still going to break free. He's fighting. He's going to get it in.
Wow.
Yeah, wow, way to
Wow.
go.
What a play by Devin Nash.
Yeah, he's just so good at breaking those tackles. And
Yes, he is.
and if you've seen him, you can tell that he's been in the gym and he's been preparing for to break these tackles
yeah,
and to prepare
definitely.
for these runs.
I believe that he said he's gained 20 pounds in muscle over the past year since last season. I mean, it's definitely showing. I mean, he broke 6 tackles there on that play with 2 defenders holding his legs the entire way.
He
to the
loves the Grizzlies' 24-yard line. This is his second 24-yard touchdown run of this game.
And Berkhammer is going to kick that ball, and it's going to be good. So 21-21 here with 9:18 to go in the second quarter, guys. This game just never disappoints.
Yeah, it might come down to who has the ball last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a high-scoring game, too. It's 21-21, and we're not even to halftime yet.
Yeah, I tell you, this has been a great ball game. These fans, good turnout here tonight on a Thursday night, the night before Golly Fest here in Summersville. It's a shame if you're not out here, but we thank you for watching here on
definitely.
SCTV.
Thanks for tuning in. It's great to be here, guys, for sure.
Yeah, and it's been fun. Second time doing this, but it's been a blast.
And Grant, we're going to be here every home game, right?
Yeah, we'll be here for every single home game. So right here on SCTV, if you cannot make it out, we'll be right here every single home game this season. And I've been looking forward to this, and I'm happy we were able to make this happen this year.
Yeah, and
Definitely.
SCTV has a Facebook page.
Yes.
So that Facebook page gives a lot of information about the city of Summersville, what Sam and crew have going on and everything. So speaking of Facebook pages, you have a Facebook page too, don't you?
Yeah, so I'm the football media manager for the high school football team. We like to do some fun stuff there, like trivia and senior spotlights. It's been fun. It's kept me busy, and just been an awesome blast.
You remind me at the half, I'm going to ask you about a couple of your trivia questions. I wanted to know the answer.
Oh, okay. Don't quiz me too hard, right? I'm just the messenger,
I want
right?
to know your answers. We got some Grizzly defense right here. I have a great feeling that we're going to get a turnover. I mentioned turnovers. We've not yet had one. Grizzlies are looking for one.
Yeah,
definitely.
They are, and they're due for one too, guys.
Yes, I agree. I mean, they've been playing a great game so far. I mean, of course, playing any team, they're going to have 1 or 2 breakout plays against you, but it's, how that affects the rest of their drive. I think the Grizzly defense is doing a great job tonight of keeping themselves in there. A few unfortunate plays against them, but I think we're going to see something great here. Things are starting to click.
Yeah, for sure. As it's going to bring up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line here as the Cougars get ready to take over for this drive. As they're going to hand it off, or they're going to quarterback keeper there. Burt there, and he's going to
middle for about 3 or 4 yards.
Looks like
pick up there.
Looks like they're going to mark 2 there. So 2nd and 8 here. Ball right there at the 39. It looks like. So brings up 2nd and long here. Probably going to go to the air.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, stick with what works. They've had a little bit of success on the ground, but through the air, I mean, like you had said all along, Brad. I mean, this quarterback has an arm. They're going to utilize that for sure tonight.
Yeah, they're going to make their hay in the air. They're not going to beat you on the ground, but they're going to keep you honest.
Yeah, as Bart's going to look to pass, and he's going to get some pressure there, but he's going to just break free there. He still has pressure, and he's going to get that pass complete to number 2, Jacob Bart, right to his brother.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a nice rollout.
Yes, it was.
And Jacob sitting right there on the sideline, keeping his toes in, right in front of this SCTV broadcast booth.
Yeah.
We seen it live right here.
Yeah, we had a great view of it, and he did keep that 1 foot in, like you said. So it's going to bring up 1st and 10 here.
And that's something the Grizzlies should not have done there on the defense. I mean, you can never get your eyes off the ball, never get your eyes off your man. Stay where you need to stay. Don't ever assume that there's going to be a sack because anything's possible.
Yeah, and one thing, too, you would think they're going to start to pick up on this passing game.
Yes, definitely.
That's where they've –
it's got to click eventually.
And they're going in the air again as it's going to go to number 0, Rice.
Ooh.
Yeah,
wow.
What a hit there.
What a hit by number 24, Cooper Lanham. Wow.
What a hit there. And if you didn't make that hit there, he was going to have some room to make something happen. What a hit there by, you said, number 24, Cooper Lanham.
Yes, and I love seeing that. The defense loves seeing that. The sideline loves seeing that. If you're hitting hard, your team is going to get hyped up, and you're going to get some momentum on your side of the ball. That is for sure.
Yeah, as it's going to bring up 2nd and 9. Pick up a 1 there as the ball is on the 42-yard line. As Burt is in the shotgun formation, and he's going to look to pass, and it's going to be complete to number 30. 8, Riley, and he's going to be brought down, it looks like, at the 26 as
yeah, all their passes, besides the rollout guys, they're making a lot of room in the middle of the field, and that's where they're really being wide open, our receivers are.
So it's going to bring up 1st and 10 at the 26 here, and Lincoln moves fast too here, guys.
Yeah, they do, and I mean, both teams are finding the weaknesses, and they are playing to that. I think one thing the Grizzlies need to focus on is tackling. You can make a throw across the field for 5 yards, but if you're going to go get 15 yards after that, the Grizzlies need to focus a little bit better on tackling after the catch.
They're going to keep it on the ground there as Rice is going to take the carry there. They're going to pick up about 5 here. So Grizzlies here going to be 2nd and 5 here. They might run the ball here, but I would expect a pass.
Yeah, definitely.
As the Cougars are getting that play call here now. So about midway through this second quarter here, Brad, you have any stats for us over there?
Oh, I've got to calculate them, but I'll have them at the half for you.
All righty,
yeah.
for sure. Brad,
I love math, but I'm not that.
Brad is our stat guy for the night, as it's going to bring up 2nd and 6, pickup of 4 there, as the ball is on the 22-yard line. And a bad snap there. You talked about the Grizzlies getting a turnover here, but it looks like the Cougars are just going to hang on to it here.
Yeah, and that's good too. It puts them at 3rd and long.
So
if you're the Cougars, that one hurts a little bit because you had that one-on-one matchup up top with one of your best receivers, Brody Barnes, there, looking to do something big there. Great play by the Grizzly defense to stay on the ball, stay zoned in on what they need to do, and come up with a good defensive play there. 3rd down and 13, just under 6 in the second here.
So I'm going to expect a pass here, and that's where they have gone when it's been 3rd and long, as Bart is in the shotgun formation. He's going to look to pass, and he's going to get pressured, and he's just going to get rid of it there, and it's going to be brought down. Who was on the catch there? It looks like number 0 there, so Rice on the reception there, and brought down by a couple of Grizzlies defenders there. So 4th down here. Do the Cougars go for this, guys?
It looks like they're on the field here. They must see something they like.
You had the field position, you know what I mean? So obviously not too close, but still, though, you have it kind of.
And this is similar to what we saw from the Grizzlies early in the first quarter.
Yeah, look for a timeout here.
Yeah, no, they're going to go for it here, and Bart's going to look to pass. He's going to have pressure, but he's just going to escape, and he's going to take it on his feet, and he's going to pick up the 1st down and more. Wow, he had to scramble there, and he just took it on his legs and just got it for the Cougars' 1st down there.
He has some quick feet.
Yes,
I'd never seen that, but that's pretty good running by the QB there that likes to throw the ball.
Yeah, as 1st and 10 here at the 12.
I think right now the Grizzlies need to contain him in the pocket a little bit better. We've seen some more errant throws from him whenever he is in the pocket with a lot of pressure on him. When it collapses, he rolls out. He's making the plays he needs to make. So I think the Grizzlies need to put a little bit more pressure up front, but hold him in the pocket, contain him with the pressure there.
Yeah, and it's going to be 1st and 10 here at the 12. At the 12 it looks like. So it's not 1st and goal, so you're going to have to pick up the 1st and goal at the 2 here, guys. As there's 4:41 to go here in the second quarter. As the Cougars are getting ready to snap the ball here. Bart back in the shotgun formation, and getting ready to snap the ball here, and he's gonna pass it, and it's gonna fall incomplete there. It looks like it was intended for number 2 there, his brother there, Jacob Bart.
That's the 10th play of this drive, guys. Is you got the Grizzlies backed up on their heels right here, but they're going to dig in. That long run by Bart was just killer for the Grizzlies to close this second quarter down a little bit. But look for the Grizzlies to come back in here.
Yeah, as it's going to be 2nd and 10 here with 4:27 to go, and the Cougars probably looking to pass here as they are going to it, and Bart is looking to pass, and he's going to have it complete for number 2, his brother, Jacob Bart, for the Lincoln touchdown. This is just such a good back-and-forth game, Brad.
Yeah, that was
definitely.
As a 13-yard touchdown pass to cap this multiple 10-play drive off. That's just good offense right there. A little bit of a screen. It let all the defenders come in, but, boy, there was no presence in the back.
There was not, wide open. And, I mean, that's kind of an issue we've seen all night. I think it's something the Grizzlies are going to have to reassess at halftime.
But we have 4 minutes and 22 seconds.
Until
Can we score quick? We can score quick.
Oh, absolutely.
We can.
And if what we've seen tonight, you know the Grizzlies are absolutely capable of going down and scoring as the extra point is good. So your score is 28-21 with 4:22 to go in this second quarter.
And to go back to what we were saying a second ago, I think each team could probably score once or twice more, though. I mean, the way they're moving tonight, I mean, anything is possible.
Yeah, a lot of truth for that.
Yeah, for sure. So we got it's 4:22 to go here. So Brad, how fast do you think the Grizzlies have to go here?
Oh, I think you want to be the last person that touches this ball before the half ends. I don't think you want to go crazy fast. I mean, you got 4 minutes left. We've seen it happen that they can score.
Yeah.
But why give the opportunity for Lincoln to get that ball back in the second quarter here? We've seen they can score quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So if you're the Grizzlies, like you said, you want to kind of maintain the ball there, kind of use the clock as your friend. But number 35, Ian Nutter, is going to be back deep for the Grizzlies once again, and we're going to get ready to kick off here.
Definitely. And I think another big thing right now is the Grizzlies need to hold the ball, work it a little bit slower, and then score last second. To get the momentum going into halftime. I mean, this game, like I said earlier, I think momentum is playing a big part into it because they're going back and forth so quick. I mean, both defenses have been present, but this is more of a offensive-heavy team. And if you go in the, you're getting the ball back. No, Lincoln's getting it back to start the second half, I believe. So I think this is a huge drive for the Grizzlies to go down and score last second, get the momentum going into halftime, come out and get a huge defensive stop.
Oh, if you get the Grizzlies to score here, it's essentially a new ball game to start the second quarter. It's 0-0.
Yeah, and we're going to have a muff punt there, and a kick, and Lincoln's going to down there. I thought Lincoln got it there, but we will wait here. And no, Grizzlies are going to keep the ball here. But Brad, like you said though, with how this game's been going, every time you said it's going to end with who had the ball last. If the Grizzlies don't score here, Lincoln gets the ball to start the second half, they could go down and score and go up by 2 possessions, and then now the Grizzlies are kind of in a little bit of trouble here.
Yes, definitely. I mean, that's big that the Grizzlies were able to recover that. They need to shake it off, forget about it, pass the past, move on, get a huge play right here to make up for it.
As it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 32, and Helms is going to hand it off to Nash, and he's going to have a little gap through the side there, and he's going to be brought down, pick up a 3 there, it looks like. So second and manageable here.
Definitely. And, I mean, that's, the Grizzlies seem to be taking a little bit more pace. They're not quick. I like that. Head coach Matt Morriston is probably thinking the same thing that we're saying right now.
Yeah.
Don't go score too quick and then give Lincoln the ball back.
So they're saying it's a pickup of 2, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 8 here as they're going to hand it off to Nash once again, and looks like he's going to pick up another 3 or 4 yards here. So now it brings up 3rd and short here. So do you go to the air here, or do you leave it on the ground with Nash?
I think you go to the air. I don't think you go for anything deep unless, of course, it is open and available. I like a little quick pass, or even the Colton Helms famous rollout to the right, hit the receiver on the slant at the far end of the field here. I think if you go too quick, again, big play in the air, that's huge, but Lincoln's just going to feed off of that and go immediately right back down and score. So I don't like going on the ground, but I definitely like a quick air play just to pick up the first down.
Yeah, as it's going to be 3rd, and they're going to keep it on the ground by Nash. He's going to break a tackle there, and he's going to stay on his feet, and he's going to pick up the first down here.
I like it if they run the ball. I think they should run the ball.
I have been proven wrong.
The clock stops here with the first down here for the chain. So you pick up the first down, the clock does stop, but I could see what you were saying there. Keep it in the air, you know what I mean, kind of move the ball down the field, then kind of manage the clock.
Yes, quick.
It's going to bring up 1st and 10 here at the 47 as Helms is in the shotgun formation once again. It has Nash right to his side, and he is going to hand it off.
Do a little bit of a trick play there by the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I see. Well, that's been a staple play for the Grizzlies. They've used that play a long time now. Not out of the shotgun very much. It's usually out of the underneath the center, but that's that double little handoff inside, and it usually works, but good job by Lincoln to snip that out.
Yeah, number 5, Lucas Milam on the carry there. They're saying he's going to lose a yard here, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 11 at the 46 as Helms is going to hand it off to number 26, Braden Johnson there, and he's going to pick up about 6 yards there, guys. So brings up 3rd and short. I would think you would have to go to the air here for the Grizzlies. I wouldn't think you would go for it on 4th down here where you're kind of at the middle of the field here, but you got 2 minutes to go here. You're going to want to go a little fast, but you do have, I believe, I think you have 2 timeouts left if you're the Grizzlies. I think they used 1. So
Yes, they have.
Yeah, so you still got 2 timeouts here in the bank.
I mean, this is probably the most challenging play calling decision that head coach Matt Morrison had this game so far. There, Devin Nash is not going to get it, be brought down about 3 or 4 yards short.
And the clock's going to continue to tick here. Do you use a timeout here, guys, or do you still save it for the end? Well, I think they're going to use it.
I think you're going to get Lincoln to get a timeout.
You might.
No, it's Grizzlies.
Yeah,
so
Grizzlies.
they're not taking the timeout to not go for it.
I was going to say.
If you're not going for it, you let the clock run out.
Yeah.
This definitely means we're going for it.
Absolutely, and that's the thing I was going to say, too. You got a minute, or you got 90 seconds left, okay? So if you're the Grizzlies, I was kind of concerned about, I like that timeout there. Stop the clock. You still have 90 seconds to work with here.
Definitely.
Get a first down. The chains are going to stop, and you still have that 1 timeout left.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I like the Grizzlies going for this here. I mean, they've proven to have a good run game and a good game through the air.
Yeah.
I think either one that head coach Matt Morrison chooses to go with will be the right decision. But again, guys, like I said, this is a tough play call decision he has to make.
Oh,
Obviously, he's
we're
decided.
punting.
Really?
Are we
Yeah,
playing?
I see Colton on the sideline.
I would think you would, like you said, Brad, you would think you would let the clock run down there a little bit.
Yeah.
And we know Lincoln can go fast here, too.
Or he might be running a Wildcat formation.
We might.
I like that here.
Yeah.
I mean, both running backs in the back, whoever takes it, Lucas
we're gonna
Milam
run
or Devin
Wildcat.
Nash, I think it's proven to work many years now. I like this play by the Grizzlies.
Yep,
Yeah.
Wildcat. I like it.
So the Grizzlies are going to go for it here as it's 4th and 3. You got to pick up about 9 feet here if you're the Grizzlies. And we're going to get a timeout by Lincoln here. So Lincoln wanted to see what the Grizzlies were going to come out and be in, and they're going to call a time here so they can discuss.
And I think both teams know how important this drive is.
Yeah.
I mean, Grizzlies go down and score with a few seconds left on the clock, tied up. Like you said, Brad, new game coming out of halftime, and the Grizzlies had the momentum.
Yeah.
Lincoln holds them. They go down. They scored. Now they're up 2 possessions. So, I mean, this really is a huge drive. This is a huge decision by the Grizzlies on what to do in this position right here.
Yeah, and it's 4th and 3 here. So the Grizzlies need to pick up this first down because we know how fast Lincoln can be.
Yes.
But then we can also the Grizzlies need to score here because with how it's been this back and forth game, you could be stuck down a touchdown here and not be able to get back into the game.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like a chess match.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
It's like a chess match, yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, these are the moments that the players, the coaches, and the fans live for.
Or you guys play chess. I play checkers.
I'm not good at neither, Brad. So
I'm anxious to see what play call we come out of here. Oh, we're changing the formation. So
Yeah.
that timeout by Lincoln caused us to change the formation a smidge.
yeah, and like we said, it's 4th and 3 here, as the Grizzlies are going to go for it, and we're going to get a timeout called by
We'll
the
get a timeout.
Grizzlies. So kind of exchanging timeouts here.
If we was ESPN instead of SCTV, we would be using a lot of commercials.
We would be,
Yes,
yeah.
we would
But
be.
while we're on here for SCTV, give a shout out to SCTV once
Definitely.
again. Tell your friends, get on their Facebook page and give them a like and tell them what you think of how we do.
And then Evan, me and you do the Sunday night show at Maloney. So I tell
Yes,
people
on
about that a little bit.
95.7 every Sunday from 5 to 7.
Yeah.
Get local athletes, coaches, score reports from the previous week going into the next week. I mean, it's a great show. Like we had mentioned earlier, we had an incredible interview with head coach Jeremy Bandy of the girls soccer team this past Sunday. It's great. I love being a part of it, me and Grant.
Yeah.
Awesome time.
Yeah, and you get everything you need. You get all the information you need right there every Sunday night, 5 to 7 at Maloney's.
Definitely.
As we're still in this timeout here, like you said, Brad. Yeah, if we were on ESPN, a lot of time to fill in for some ads here, as it's 4th and 3, with the ball on the 46-yard line here, with 90 seconds to go here in the second quarter here. as the Grizzlies are going to hand it off to Nash, and he's going to pick up the first down. He's going to get much more.
Go.
He's going to
Go.
probably take it all the way. He has one person right there, but he's going to take it in for the Grizzlies touchdown.
Wow.
They went right back into that formation.
Wow.
They came out in when they caused Lincoln to call that timeout, and they go back in it. And the Grizzlies are going to tie this game up here. Got to get the extra point, but get the extra point, got a tie ball game here.
Definitely huge play by the Grizzlies right there. You know, on the wire, important decision making by head coach Matt Morrison, made the right call, and really the Grizzlies just proved their dominance right here on the field.
Yeah, it's a 7-play drive capped off by a 46-yard touchdown run by Devin Nash. Grant, you mentioned stats. I'm going to have to get my super-duper calculator out to get his running total.
As the extra point is good, so it's 27-27. We just saw how fast the Grizzlies can score. Lincoln can go and do the same. The defense needs to be ready for the Grizzlies.
Definitely, they do. I think that this is, we thought that was the big play. This is now the most important drive, especially for the Grizzlies defense. If they can hold them going into halftime, and honestly, the way this is going, the Grizzlies might even have the ball again on offense. I mean, we have no idea what could happen out here. I think the Grizzlies need to keep that in mind, that this is important, but don't let it stress them out. Keep themselves in the game, stay on the ball, definitely tackle.
Yeah, and what a high-scoring game here, guys. 28-20, it's not even halftime yet.
Yes, wow.
So this score can definitely get up there. It just shows how fast these both teams, they were both prepared to go fast. You can tell they were conditioned for it, and you're seeing it tonight.
Oh, yeah, you definitely are. I think the Grizzlies, both teams have done a great job of keeping themselves in this game as far as, physically goes.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a very physically demanding game that we've had so far. Both coaches definitely prepared the boys this week at practice. It's tough. Thursday night game, especially with such a big game. Tough. One less day of practice that you have to get ready. But so far, both teams have done a great job.
As the Grizzlies kick it away, as Landon Keenan. And
the
ball's going to – did the ball come out there?
That's going to be a face mask.
Yeah. It looked like the –
Yeah, that's going to be a big-time face mask. That'll be a 25 or a 15-yarder. Guys, I think if I remember right, Lincoln's definitely used one of their timeouts on that last possession for the Grizzlies, and I think they used one previous, so I think they have one left.
Yeah. You got to take that into consideration too, Brad.
That could play a big part into this drive. That is for sure, especially with the possible face mask penalty.
Yeah. It's going to give them a little bit more field position here.
It is. A lot of factors playing into this so far.
Oh, 5-yarder. That's good for us.
That is.
Yeah.
Could have been a lot worse.
I think the ball comes out to the 35 here. That's where they're marking it. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Probably going to go to the air here. We've got a minute 17 to work with here, so I wouldn't be surprised if you see the ball go in the air.
Yeah, watch the center of the field.
Yes.
You need to cover the center of the field.
This is one of the most important defensive drives for the Grizzlies right here.
Yeah. As the Cougars get ready to go, they're going to look to pass, and it's going to be complete to number 2. So Bart to Bart there, guys.
And he will get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And you gain about, looks like they're saying gain of 9, so it's going to be 2nd and short here. Probably take another. I wouldn't be surprised if the Cougars call it a deep pass here. You know what I mean?
I agree.
It's 2nd and 2 here. It's short field. You can probably take a shot here.
And you have the clock stopped as well. I mean, this is something the Grizzlies definitely need to prepare for here.
Yeah, as they're going to look to pass, and they're going to get a little bit of pressure here, having to scramble. Bart back in the pocket, still having to scramble, and he's going to get rid of it there. You could tell they were wanting to take a shot downfield.
Yes,
they just couldn't get nothing open there. Good job by the Grizzlies.
Yes,
defense.
great play by the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies saw that coming, just like we said, guys, and they took some good time off the clock, holding Bart from getting rid of that ball.
And more importantly, it's 3rd down with 2 to go on their side of the field.
Yeah.
So if you do not pick this up here and it's 4th down, that's a pretty gutsy call to go for it on a 4th down. So big defensive stand right here for the Grizzlies.
Yeah,
definitely.
and do you think the Cougars go on the ground here? Do you think they still go through the air to pick up the 2 yards here?
I think they stay in the air. I think they
Yeah.
stay in the air. I think they know it's working. They're going to stay to that. Grizzlies need to pay attention to that, though.
Well, they're going to hand
They
it.
went on the ground and
They don't like listening to you. They don't like listening to you.
They don't like
Evan.
listening to me.
It's like Evan said this, we're going to do this, right?
I had something going in the 4th quarter or the 1st quarter, a little bit of telepathy there with the coaches. But
Evan,
I
that's
lost
why
it.
we're broadcasters and not coaches.
Yes.
Absolutely. As the Cougars going fast here to where the clock was running there, and the pass is going to be complete to number 1. Burns there, it looks like. So
Yes, Brody Barnes, and
Barnes,
he was wide open on the left side of the field. I mean, blew the coverage of the Grizzlies there. And that's another one of those kind of mid-level passes that the Grizzlies are really, letting them get a little bit too much leeway from the pocket there.
Yeah, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 1 here. You had to burn the timeout there because the clock was going to continue to run. But you saw that Lincoln, they were prepared. They ran the ball there.
Yes.
And then they went quick because they knew the clock was going to stop. And then they were able to go and pick up 9 yards there and be set at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and even, both kickers have proved we have no extra points missed. I think the Cougars are also thinking right now in the back of their mind, field goal.
Yeah.
That gives them a lead going into halftime. It's going to be tough. They're going to have to get out of bounds to stop the clock. 41 seconds left.
Yeah.
But, there's a lot of possibilities, a lot of ways this could play out. This is a very crucial drive for the Grizzlies defense, though. 2nd and 1, 41 seconds.
That's Lincoln's last time out, so that's the last time they'll be able to stop the clock unless it's an out-of-bounds play.
Yeah, guys. And it's going to bring up 2nd and 1 here at the 43. So I wouldn't be surprised if Lincoln takes another shot down the field.
Yes.
As it's 2nd and 1 here. You could easily, like we said, pick up the first down here. So be prepared for the Grizzlies for the long shot down the field here. As there's 41 seconds. Added a little bit of time on there, Evan. But the Cougars are going to look to pass, and Bart is going to complete the pass to number 3, Colton Edwards. And he is going to pick up the first down and get out of bounds.
Yes, he will get out of bounds. That's good by him. He easily could have gone into that Grizzly defender, tried to pick up an extra 2 or 3 yards. He was aware of the situation they were in, very aware of the clock, got out of bounds. 34.7 seconds left till halftime.
Yeah.
1st and 10 Cougars.
Yeah, and how important it is for the Grizzlies to stop it here. The Cougars go down here and score, and then they get the ball back as Bart is going to look to pass, and it is going to be complete to number 2, Jacob Bart.
Good tackle by the
It
Grizzly
was.
defender to keep them in bounds. He easily could have gone out of bounds there. Great to push him back in bounds. Clock is going to roll as soon as they get the chain set here.
And they're going to just spike the ball there. You could tell they were prepared for the clock to run there, trying to save as much time as they can. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 here now because you lose the down there for spiking it. So you're going to have to continue these short, quick passes, or you're going to have to you're out of timeout, so you can't really run the ball no more. So if you're the Grizzlies, I would think you'd be ready for the pass.
Oh, yeah. I think you have to be. And, I think the guys in the booth are watching very carefully the plays they're making, previous and present. I think it's drives like these, in these positions, earlier in the game, you have 10 minutes left. You can air it out. You have a lot more freedom.
Yeah.
They have no freedom in this. They have to play. They have to get in the end zone. No timeouts. 25 seconds, 2nd and 10. We'll see what they're made of here.
Yeah, ball is on the 18 as Bart's going to look to pass, has a little bit of pressure, and that's going to fall incomplete. Great job by the Grizzlies defense there to be able to rush the quarterback there and make him scramble and make him do a pass that he didn't want to pass.
Yeah, you had Brendan Smith rushing off the edge there. That was going to be a little screen play. As they were let go on purpose, but Brendan Smith was shot out of a cannon.
So it's 3rd and 10 here. So ball's going to be in the air here if you're the Grizzlies. If you're the Cougars, you want to pick up a first down and have the ball in the end zone. One or the other, Evan, I would assume.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You got to, this is chess right now.
It is.
Checkers
It really
early in the
is.
game. They're playing chess now.
And he's going to get rushed again. He's going to get rid of it to Jacob Bart, and he's going to take it in for the Grizzlies touchdown. They had the quarterback there scrambling, but Bart was open there, and he's going to take it in for the touchdown.
And the Grizzlies did, again, what they did earlier. They're watching the backfield. They're watching the quarterback almost get sacked, and I think that they're kind of taking their eyes off their guys.
Yeah.
They're taking their eye off the ball, and that is how these plays happen. I think at halftime the Grizzlies need to reassess their defense, get their heads back down, recollect themselves, get back in the game, and come out of halftime hot.
Yeah, as number 38, Riley on to attempt the extra point here. And if you're the Grizzlies here, you got 15 seconds. You could try to make something happen, but the extra point is up and good. So.
Yeah, that was a 9-play drive capped off by that 18-yard touchdown pass by Bart. I was extremely impressed with his poise and his fleet feet in the pocket, guys, as he knows where his receivers are and are supposed to be, and that was just an impressive drive by Lincoln.
It really was, and they didn't have much time to do it either, right? So Grizzlies have 15 seconds here. I would think they would still want to try and make something happen here, take a shot or two, or do you take a knee and just take it to halftime?
I think it depends on the play you have and how confident you are in the offense. I think you have to be careful because if you try to take a deep pass, if you try to force something, if Colton Helms, gets a little bit scared under the pressure of the 15 seconds, thinks he has to force the ball, has to make something happen, has to get the touchdown tied up for halftime, you can easily make a mistake, a costly mistake.
Yeah.
So the Grizzlies have to stay calm, keep playing their game, whether they decide to go for it or not. We'll see what Matt Morrison's cooking up down there on the sideline.
Yeah, absolutely. And don't be surprised if you get a big return here by number 35, Ian Nutter.
You never
he
know.
did it once
Yes.
before. Why not do it again?
I definitely think Lincoln is looking at him and saying we have to eliminate that.
Yes.
Try to put a good kick out there and not let him get too much because he has too many times tonight.
Yeah, as number 38, Riley on to kick off. 35-28 your score with 15 seconds to go here in this first half as we are back underway, and it's going to be kicked. Is it going to be picked up by number 35, Ian Nutter? And he has some room to work with here. He's going to try to find a gap on the outside. He's going to have a gap. This is exactly what you want for the Grizzlies, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds right there at the 38, it looks like. That's exactly what you wanted if you were the Grizzlies.
Yes, definitely. Now you have 5.8 seconds left. You have time just enough to try to get a deep play down there if they decide to run one. I think if you want to go for something crazy, if you want to go for a deep ball, trust in Colton Helms' cannon of an arm.
Yeah.
This is what you needed to happen. You're in range now to go for something deep.
And, guys, that Oak Kilgane, first game of the season, they kind of threw this long ball down to Ian Nutter, and obviously Ian wasn't able to make the catch, but why not go make up for it right here? You know what I mean? Let Helms, like you said, cannon of an arm, just throw it down the field and use Ian Nutter's speed to get open.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is essentially kind of a free play you have here to go deep on one.
And they're going to look to pass it here. Number 84.
Wow.
Yeah, number 84, Spencer Kuiper, is going to be wide open. He's going to pull it back on the inside, and he's going to get in for the Grizzlies touchdown. They're going to score at the end of the first half to be one kick away from tying this game up.
What a play by the Grizzlies. And I love the trickery there. We had to snap back to Colton Helms. Hand off to Devin, flea flicker back. Spencer Kuiper did exactly what he needed to do to get down the field, make a great catch, great play with two defenders on him, reaching across the goal line. Touchdown
You're right.
Grizzlies.
It started with the trickery.
It did.
But give Spencer a lot of credit as he worked his way into the end zone.
Yes.
Absolutely. And if you're the Grizzlies, exactly what you wanted. We talked about how this has been a back-and-forth game. Way to go in here. You got to get the extra point, but way to go in this halftime, hopefully tied up 0-0.
Yes. This is a big kick here by Colton Burkhammer.
Yeah, for sure, and he's going to kick it up, and it's going to be good. So 35-35, what a first half here, guys.
Wow, and I said it earlier whenever we still had 4 minutes. Each team could catch the ball once or twice, and they did. I mean, what a play by the Grizzlies there to keep themselves in this game. New game coming out of halftime.
So, guys, let's kind of just do a first half recap here as Brad's working on the stats, but if you're the Grizzlies here going into halftime, what's something that you think they're going to be talking about to do better for this second half?
I think defense. They've made one too many throws across the middle where they've had big plays. Lincoln has. I think the Grizzlies need to kind of swarm the ball a little better, make some better tackles. Not as many yards after the catch for Lincoln. I think that's something the Grizzlies are really going to be trying to hammer in. But other than that, just stay in the mindset you're in. I mean, things are working on offense. Let's keep that going.
Yeah, for sure. And if you're Lincoln, what do they need to do? What are some halftime adjustments they need to make?
I think for Lincoln, you need to kind of contain Devin Nash. He has had one too many big runs if you're Lincoln. I think they need to contain the runs by the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are really running up and down the field on Lincoln. Great game on the ground by Devin Nash so far, though.
Yeah, so, guys, we're going to take a little bit of a break here. We're going to show the band, and we'll be back for some second half action. Stay right here with us on SCTV.
Now being led onto the field by drum major Haley Sis, your 2025 Nicholas County High School marching band. Your 2025 Nicholas County marching band. They will be performing their competition field show, Back to the Future, featuring solos by Gavin King on the trumpet, Cassidy Morris on the clarinet, and Jeremiah Mullins on the guitar. Your very own Marching Grizzlies.
You need a water? Here's one extra one. Brandon brought up several. I'll put it right here if y'all get that. You need a water? There's the next
We had a very exciting first half of football. The Cougars quarterback, A.J. Bart, 15 for 24 for 197 yards in passing. Jacob Bart, he had 5 receptions for 69 yards. Number 38, Cade Riley, had 4 catches for 48 yards. Our Grizzlies, number 11, Devin Nash, 4 touchdowns, 17 carries, 211 yards for Devin Nash in the first half.
What's going over here, Grant? Going good. Everything running good? Good.
I'd like to remind you once again, and we welcome our visitors from Lincoln. Glad you're here. Of course, you probably already found out the bathrooms are behind the home stands. The concession stand is underneath the west end of the stadium. We'd like to remind you again that the Golly Fest folks are coming in. Be very careful when you leave. You have to leave early. 3,000 to 4,000 are coming in tonight for the Golly Fest, so please be careful once again when you leave the stadium. And if you would allow me, I have a couple of friends that are there at the Golly Fest from Bakersfield, California. A couple of friends, if you can hear me over there. Hello, Nyla and Nate. They are from Bakersfield, California. Met them a few years ago when I was out there singing, and they are here for Golly Fest from Bakersfield, California, and folks are here, so be careful tonight when you leave. If there's a couple of individuals that are here tonight that would like to...
Alrighty, guys, welcome back to the second half here. Getting ready to start second half. This has been a wonderful game, guys. 35-35. What a first half here. How about we recap that first half here, Evan?
Yeah, okay, excuse me there. Okay.
Yeah, we're getting some kinks worked out, right?
Yeah. I think the first half was incredible for both teams offensively, back and forth. But I think the Grizzlies really took all the momentum going into halftime with that last play there. You know, we said it all. Or we all said it great. You know, Ian Nutter runs up, gets us to right around the 40, just on the other side of the 40. You know, I'd said right before that is just the yardage you need if you want to make a deep ball, a big play, and they did just that with a little bit of trickery too. I think that's great to confuse the defense. I think it was either going to be a deep ball or a run with Devin Nash, and they kind of did a little bit of both there.
You had 15 seconds to score for the Grizzlies there, and you did. So, Brad, I know you have some stats for us. How about you dive into those?
Yeah, each team had the ball for 7 possessions.
Wow.
Each team scored 5 of those 7 possessions. Devin Nash, leading rusher for the game at 211 yards on 17 attempts. Colton Helms, great night with 97 yards passing so far. And you look at Devin Nash with 4 touchdowns, and that last touchdown by a 30-yard touchdown run by Ian Nutter. So you nickel-dime all those running yards in. The Grizzlies with 250 yards rushing tonight.
Yeah. Go ahead, Evan.
I was just going to say, I mean, you know, the Grizzlies are definitely winning on the ground right now. Colton Helms made some key great throws there late in the game, even earlier in the game to get a little bit of momentum going. But, Devin Nash is having a heck of a game.
Yeah.
He really is doing everything that he can out there on the field to get some things going.
Yeah, and you look at the other side, you have Lincoln Cougars, A.J. Bart, 15 out of 24 with 197 yards passing, and they also have 71 yards rushing. So just a great job by A.J. Bart. You can tell he likes to throw the ball. We're getting a little drone footage tonight.
Yeah, I like it.
What a drone shot there. What a beautiful stadium this stadium is.
Oh, yes.
What a beautiful night this is. It's cooled off a little bit, but what a beautiful weekend for Golly Fest, and just what a way to get the weekend started with some Thursday night football right here.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. I mentioned to this, you guys, is I thought it was going to be 28-28, and it ended up being 35-35. This is a brand new ball game.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is when you take your team into the locker room and you make your adjustments. Both sides have some adjustments to make. It's just who's going to make the best adjustments here in the second half.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, for sure, as Lincoln goes and takes the field here. So if you're the Grizzlies, what do you need to do on offense here? Obviously, you're going to be on defense first, but what does the offense need to do once they get out here, and then what does the defense need to do?
I think to start, the defense needs to focus. We've said it all game long, the middle of the field.
Yeah.
And I think on top of that, to add a little bit, they need to do a little bit of better tackling. I think Lincoln right now is making some good throws, but they're getting a lot of their yards after the catch. I think the Grizzlies need to swarm the ball a little bit better, a little bit more communication on that side of the ball to get the tackle, get the ball back in Colton Helms' hands. I think from there they just need to keep playing the way they're playing. Offense is working right now. No need to change anything there.
So I think you have to make A.J. Bart uncomfortable. We've made him a little bit uncomfortable, but we've not really made him super uncomfortable. We need to get to him a couple times. We need a couple long sacks, like 8, 9, 10-yard sacks. That gets in his head, and he's going to be uncomfortable. Really good on his feet, really good poise, and a great thrower. But if we can get to him before he can make his reads, that's when we can make our hay.
So what does the Lincoln offense need to do? You're getting the ball to start here. What does the Lincoln offense need to do?
I think do the opposite of what Brad just said. They need to keep A.J. Bart they need to keep A.J. Bart kind of calm in the pocket, make some good passes to get some momentum going, and really just hammer down what they're doing on the Grizzlies. I think if they could pick up the run a little bit, that would really kind of be a swift kick to the Grizzlies to say, we can do it all. But I think if they can get A.J. Bart set and make some good passes like he's been doing, then they're going to be just fine as well.
Yeah, so getting ready to start the second half here. And, guys, from a game standpoint, both teams have done pretty good on not getting some laundry out there, right, Brad? Both teams have done good from the penalty standpoint. I feel like that was a little bit of trouble for the Grizzlies against the Chapmanville game.
Yeah, and that's what I was mentioning earlier is one of my keys to the game is to keep yourself in front of the sticks. Stay 2nd and 6 or 2nd and 5. Don't be 3rd and 10 or 3rd and 12.
Yes.
That's the point of the penalties is that puts you behind the sticks. It makes you one-dimensional, and the Grizzlies have done a great job with that. They've also done a great job of playing within themselves. They've not done anything that they can't do. And so besides that last drive, the Grizzlies have been really poised, and that last drive has to be crazy momentum going into the half.
Yes, definitely. That's one of my keys to the game before we started the game is momentum. Yeah, the Grizzlies need to take that into the second half. I'm not going to say they need a huge 90-yard bomb right out of the gate, but offense is working right now, and that last play kind of showed Lincoln at least it is working, and we're doing what we want to do. I think the Grizzlies need to keep doing that. Keep moving the sticks.
Yeah, you mentioned momentum. I think the Grizzlies have that momentum right now. So we got 2 minutes here until we start the second half here. So, guys, anything else you think the Grizzlies or Lincoln needs to do here to start the second half?
I think really just kind of clean up the little mistakes that they're making. We talk every week on the sports report. The little mistakes add up.
Yeah.
1 or 2 costly tiny, 1 or 2, 3 little mistakes are going to create one big costly mistake. It doesn't take a lot to turn the ball over real quick. It doesn't take a lot to 3 and out, have to punt real quick. The Grizzlies need to stay focused on what they're doing, especially defensively, and get the ball back.
Yeah, and Brad, you showed us before we went on air the Lincoln series. You said we played them 5 times, I think. Since 2018, and then on all those games, every single game is close. It's always a one-possession game
Yes.
either way, and we're getting treated to another one of those games tonight.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if we're playing here at Memorial Field or up at Cougar Stadium. It's been a back-and-forth ball game with Lincoln since this series has come into fruition in 2018. 7 times we played, 5 of them have been within 1 touchdown.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you're seeing it again tonight. Now, one thing that sticks out to me, though, obviously a high-scoring game. Both these offenses are either they're really good, and they're causing the defense a little bit of trouble. I think if the Grizzlies can get a stop here on defense and go down and score, I'm not saying they might have the game won. You know, they might.
I think it gives, once Evan says, is momentum.
Yeah.
This series right here for Lincoln is going to be big. I'm not saying that it's going to be detrimental to them if they don't score, but it's going to be a crazy momentum booster for the Grizzlies. Is if you could hold them 3 and out like we did them in the first quarter there a couple times, maybe get in his grill.
Yeah.
I like the idea of putting the pressure on it, which we brought pressure there at the end. He just was able fleet feet to get out of the way. But we're going to get to him, and maybe he throws a little errant pass that's picked off in the secondary.
Yes. And I think one of the big things to think about right now is in the beginning of the game, the Grizzlies were scoring, followed up by a score by Lincoln, and then vice versa. It seems like Lincoln was playing catch-up. That switched at some point. The Grizzlies are now kind of following Lincoln with all the scores. I think the Grizzlies need to get a stop here, go get a touchdown on offense quick. That way Lincoln feels like they're trying to play catch-up, which then could lead to some issues.
Yeah, and it seems like, too, anytime the Grizzlies go down and score, Lincoln goes down and score. Anytime the Grizzlies have to punt, the Cougars have to punt. So I just think this game's really just going to be won on the little things, right? Don't make those mistakes. If you don't make those mistakes, you're going to have the momentum. And I really think, like you said, Evan, it's going to come down to the momentum and come down to the mistakes.
This is going to be a great second half here on SCTV.
Yeah.
And once again, folks, tell your friends that these games are on SCTV.
Yes.
Give them a like. And, SCTV has done a great job for these productions. And I know we have people watching down in Myrtle Beach, Mr. Shelton. I know we have folks watching up in Shinston, West Virginia, from Lincoln.
Yeah.
And that being said, guys, it doesn't matter from near or far. Give SCTV a like, because this is something that Sam and his crew does a great job with.
Yeah,
yes,
and
definitely.
I'm just so thankful they're letting us come and tag along, right? And like you said, Brad, just the amount of stuff they have for us to play with, it's just been an unbelievable year so far. And I can't wait to I think we have 3 more games left, so it's going to be fun. But this game's not over yet, though.
Nope, Grizzlies going to kick off right to left here as we look at it. And this is going to be a great second half. I just hope my pencils and pens have enough ink in it.
Definitely. Don't run out of paper.
Yeah, for sure. As number 0, Landon Keenan is going to kick this ball away for the Grizzlies. Here we go for the second half right here on SCTV. And that ball is scooped up by number 21, Braden, 21 there, Braden Minor. So the Cougars here are going to be 1st and 10 here, right here at the 35, Evan. How do you think do you think they come out here with a long pass, or do you think they keep it on the ground?
I think they keep it on the ground. You can't get too much too quick. I think they know that. I think Lincoln's going to just stay calm for a little bit, ease into it. Don't want to get too hot, force a mistake. I think this is a big play right here.
Yeah, it looks like the Grizzlies jumped there just a little bit, but didn't get caught. As we have number 12, A.J. Bart, at the quarterback position. He's going to look to pass, and it's going to be complete to number 3, Edwards. And he's going to pick up about 9 there. So 2nd and 1 here. We mentioned a little bit towards the end. Do you take a shot downfield here, or do you just pick up the first down?
I think you just pick up the first down. I don't think you want to get too much too quick. That was a nice little play there by the offense. And again, it goes back to yards after the catch. I mean, I think defense, again, needs to play a little bit more on the tackling side, swarm the ball quickly, and don't let them pick up the extra 2-3 yards.
Yeah, as Bart is at the quarterback position. He's going to look to pass, and he is going to get it complete to number 1, Burns, and he's going to be brought down by number 35, Ian Nutter. What a tackle
by Ian Nutter, and getting up in his grill there a little bit and saying, this is Nicholas football.
Yeah.
Great play by the defense there. And, going back to the throw, A.J. Bart, he stepped into that throw.
Yeah.
He wanted that throw. He threw with power. He threw with dominance. And that is what Lincoln's going to bring in the second half. I think the Grizzlies did a good job there with a nice, tough hit.
Yeah, as the Lincoln receiver is down, you give him
Yes.
A.J. Bart a lot of credit. He waited for his receiver to become open.
Yes.
He originally wasn't open, but he could become open as number one does run off the field. I think he just got the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, quick
Yeah,
run
But
off
once
there.
again, over the center of the field is detrimental for us.
Yes, it is. And, I mean, it's proven that even into the second half. Grizzlies really need to find that if they want to put this game away quick.
Yeah, and the passing game for Lincoln seems like it's working. It's worked all night
Yes.
long, and it's continuing to work. And if you're the Grizzlies, I just feel like that's something you just got to keep a mental note on.
Yes. Senior A.J. Bart, 6'1", 175.
Yeah.
Great height and weight for a high school quarterback.
And good feet.
Yes, good feet. He's shifter. He's quick, and he can make a throw whenever he needs to. That is for sure.
Yeah, he definitely has an arm on him as Bart's going to look to pass again. And he is going to get it complete to number 3, Edwards. Again, he's going to be out on the outside, has to cut it back in, and it looks like he's just going to be short but at the 1. What an incredible job by the Grizzlies there to pull him down at the 1, not let him get into the end zone.
And I got to tell you, that's 2 of the keys right there, guys. Hit across the middle, and then he ran away from 3 Grizzly defenders.
Yeah.
We need to eliminate the middle plays and then tackle, tackle, tackle.
That pass was a laser beam as they're going to hurry up here.
Yeah, they're going to hurry up. They're going to go under center here, and they're not going to get it as A.J. Bart is going to keep it with the quarterback keeper there. Brad, you mentioned it earlier. The Grizzlies' goal line defense is so good. We saw it against Oak Hill. We're seeing it once again here tonight.
Yeah, I put them up against anybody. The Grizzlies really good on goal line stands, and that's the interior defense there of the line. And the linemen never get the shouts out that the other players get, but give our line a lot of credit.
Absolutely,
Definitely.
and you can tell they've been working on this a lot. That goal line defense. As it's going to bring up 2nd and goal at the 1 still.
And I'll tell you guys, that's 2 tush pushes that we've seen here tonight.
Yeah, as Bart is under center once again, and he is going to hand it off, and it's going to get into the end zone. Number 0, Rice for the Cougars touchdown there.
Yes, Connor Rice in there with ease. Again, 2 minutes and 4 seconds that took them to get down there. Quick play, quick drive there by the Cougars. And, I mean, I think really the biggest thing there, what lost the Grizzlies that touchdown, was the middle of the field.
Yeah, as number 38, Riley, on to attempt the extra point. Here to go up by 1 here, as they're going to get ready to snap it here. And the kick is up, and good. So your score 42-35 with 9:56 to go here, guys. The score just continued to get up higher and higher and higher. Thank goodness I'm not the Mountaineer man out here doing all of the push-ups. You know what I mean?
He has to do the push-ups on the board.
Yeah.
We'd be like tough guys.
As it's 42-35, so Grizzlies are going to get the ball here. What do they need to do on offense, Evan?
I mean, I think the Grizzlies need to not let that defensive drive hold them back. They need to forget about it, shake it off. You can't look at the scoreboard in these situations. Yeah. You can't let your team get ahead of themselves. You have to calm down, stay calm. You have a lot of game left, and the way the game has been trending, anything is very possible. This game is definitely far from over, so I think the Grizzlies need to realize that, play their level of football, not try to play catch-up.
And the game's, I feel like, it's going to come down to the offense, right?
Yes.
For Lincoln, it's going to come down to if they have the ball with the last 2 minutes of the game. For the Grizzlies, it's going to come down to if you have the ball in the last 2 minutes of the game with how this has been going. So, like you said, just shake it off. No big deal that they went down and scored, but you got to go and answer here and tie this game back up.
Yes, this is a huge drive for the Grizzly offense. And like I said, coming out of halftime, trying to play catch-up. I mean, it's really not, but the way it's trending, you don't score here, you could easily go down 2, which then you don't know what's going to happen. I think the Grizzlies need to score, but not really pay too much attention to what's going on.
Yeah, as the kick is going to be received by, as he's pushed out of bounds, they received looking here.
You know, I think the Grizzlies have done a great job with playing within themselves.
Yeah.
Yes.
As you'll see is we've not done anything we're not supposed to do. And like you say, you get down by a bunch, that's when you start doing things that you're not used to. We're still playing our game.
And Braden Johnson on the return there. He's going to pick up a couple of yards here. So 1st and 10 at the 37 here for the Grizzlies. Do you think they go on the ground or in the air, Evan?
I think on the ground. Devin Nash has had an immaculate game, and he always will have a good game with the ball in his hands. I think that's what we're going to do. It's exactly what we do here.
They're going to agree with him. Nash is going to have a gap. He's going to try to break a couple more tackles, and he's going to gain about 14 to 15 yards. There is a flag down there on the play. They like listening to you in the third quarter.
Yeah. Looks like a helmet.
We got 2 flags.
Yeah.
That was 38. Cade Riley lost the helmet off the tackle there.
Initial cause, Colton Helms says it's against the Cougars.
Yeah, we'll see. How about we listen in?
But
here to
he's
the call?
not the official.
That's true.
Yes.
We'll listen in.
During the play, personal foul, face mask, number 38 on defense. 15-yard penalty, result, first down.
So there's that 15-yard penalty you were talking about earlier, Brad, with the face mask.
Yep.
Yeah.
Huge play for the Grizzlies on top of the huge run by Devin Nash.
So it's going to bring up, now you're in field position here, Evan. Now you're in business.
Yes.
As it's 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. Grizzlies are going to go fast here, but don't be surprised if they hand it off to Devin. But they also have the passing game as well.
Yes.
Helms at the quarterback position, and we're going to get a jump here. It looks like it's on the Cougars. But
yeah, you're going to get encroachment.
Yeah. So now you're going to move up another 5 yards. So now you're at the 29 if it stands. We'll listen in once again.
Encroachment, 56 on the defense. 5-yard penalty, remain first down.
Yes, so now it's going to be 1st and 5 from what looks to
The
be
29.
about the 29-yard line. Yes, I mean, that's just huge for the Grizzlies. Definitely a major momentum booster there.
Yeah, for sure. As Helms is going to hand it off to Nash. Nash is going to break it up the middle, and he's going to get brought down at the 20-yard line, it looks like. Looks like they're going to mark him down to 21. Nash is just so good at breaking so many tackles and just running it up the middle.
Yes, he is. I mean, he is a force to be reckoned with on the field. I mean, he is a beast. And, you know, that's just senior experience on top of the weight that he's gained in the gym. I mean, you know, being a close friend of his, I've seen his work ethic. I've seen the grind that he has. I mean, it is compared to no other.
For sure, as they're going to hand it off to Nash again, and he's going to have a gap wide open the middle, and he's going to take it in for the Grizzlies touchdown. The Grizzlies answer with 8:56 to go in the third quarter.
What a play by Devin Nash. You know, he hurt us up here. He had to put on a little show down there. I mean, great play by Devin Nash to keep them in this game. What a player he is.
So it is 42-41, and I'm just going to mention this, Brad. With how this game is coming, I feel like it might come down to special teams.
Yeah, you take away those penalties that gave us a few more yards, but that was a 3-play drive, all Devin Nash, 45 yards on the ground, capped off by a 21-yard run for the touchdown. Evan, you mentioned working out in the offseason, and, you know, give Jimmy Atkins and Bill Persinger, a lot of these guys that take these kids and work them out. Winners are made in the gym.
Absolutely, yes, the Grizzlies are going to go for 2 here. They see that you got to get points while you can get them, and Lucas Milan's going to take it in for the 2-point conversion.
Wow.
So the Grizzlies are going to take the lead here, 42-43. I could see that kind of coming, Evan, because with how back and forth this game has been.
Yes, and I love that. Head coach Matt Morrison knew he had to make something go on in their direction. I mean, this game has been very back and forth, a very bland kind of momentum for each team because somebody scores, somebody else scores. That right there shows Lincoln, if they don't show up on this next drive, the Grizzlies are going to take this home. That was a huge play, not only for momentum, but now it gives them a 1-point lead. 8 minutes left in the third.
And not only that, that was a great blocking scheme by the line. The line, Lucas walked into the end zone there.
Yes.
That was a good job by the offensive line.
Yeah, and now you force Lincoln to have to go for 2. If they go down here and score, they're going to have to go for 2 here. So what a job by the Grizzlies offense there.
Yes, definitely. And I like how they waited for that. They easily could have done that 3 scores ago. They waited till the time was right. They knew it was now. Head coach Matt Morrison, great play call, great decision right there. You love to see it.
Absolutely, as number 0 Landon Keenan getting ready to kick off for the Grizzlies here, as the Grizzlies have the lead 43-42 with 8:56 to go in this third quarter, as we get ready to get back underway. And it's going to be right across the middle and picked up right there at the 39-8 yard line there, Evan.
And you can kind of tell how the Grizzlies are struggling a little bit without their star kicker.
Yeah.
Landon Keenan's doing a great job filling in for Colton Bergkamer, but all squib kicks. They haven't tried to put one in the air yet. A lot of squib kicks getting up the middle, having Lincoln just to catch and hold, which it can work out for the Grizzlies sometimes if they see a quick chance to make that play, but right now that's kind of a disadvantage that they're at, I feel like.
I'd love to see the Grizzlies get a 3-and-out here.
Absolutely, like you said, Brad. But the same thing is, too, the Grizzlies are kind of giving them some field position here.
Yes.
But the Cougars get ready to go here, and they're going to hand it off to number 0, Rice.
Good
and he's
hit.
going to be stopped right there. He's going to pick
Great
up about
tackle.
3 yards.
Great tackle there. And that's what I love to see with the Grizzlies. We've had a lot of hard hits tonight that the Grizzlies are given. And honestly, that's how you win football games, I think, especially close ones. I mean, you showed the other team, you can keep up with us, but we're going to do everything we can to get you down. And we're going to give it our all.
And it's going to bring up 2nd and 7 at the 41 as Burt is in the shotgun formation. Wouldn't be surprised to see if it goes in the air, and that's what they're going to look to do it. And then he's going to be brought down.
Nice.
That's what you've needed. Brought down by number 10,
Brennan Smith.
What a sack by Brennan Smith.
Great play by Brennan Smith. He's been answering it all game. He's wanted it. We saw it on the goal line earlier where he snuck around the side. He broke free there. Nobody on him. He was able to get in there. That is another guy that is shifty. He's big. He's strong. He works out a lot. He's not the biggest out there on the line, but definitely knows how to use his size as an advantage. You love to see it.
Absolutely, and you can see the fans are getting into it here. It's getting loud on 3rd and 13. This is a big possession here, Evan.
This is a huge play for Lincoln. They need something bad.
And they're going to get pressure. Burt's going to scramble. He's going to try to take it on his legs. He has a little bit of a gap on the outside there. He's going to pick up the first down. The Grizzlies had him back there. You had that whole side of the field open, and he just took it on his leg for the Lincoln first down.
See, and that's an issue that I brought up earlier. The Grizzlies are getting to him quick and making the pocket collapse, but they're putting no pressure on him once he rolls out. So he's either going to get it with his legs or have somebody downfield open. I think the Grizzlies need to do a better job of holding him and pressuring him without letting him get out of the pocket.
And the Cougars go fast here as it's 1st and 10 at the 49. Burt's going to try to take it on his legs again, and he's going to try to cut it up the middle there, and it's going to be stopped by the Grizzlies there. So pickup of 2, it looks like. So now it's 2nd and 8. The only thing with the Cougars, if you're the Grizzlies, the success has been through the air.
Yes, definitely. I mean, we're seeing a little bit more of a run from them, which could be, like I said earlier, trying to pace themselves. Don't want to try to go for too much too quick. But I definitely think we're going to see something through the air here. So far, they haven't hit the middle yet. The Grizzlies are doing a good job. Of course, knock on wood now. But, I mean, the Grizzlies are doing a good job of locking down their receivers.
And Lincoln's kind of going faster. They slowed it down a little bit compared to the first half, but they're still kind of moving quick as Burt's going to look to pass, and it's going to be complete to number, it looks like 38 there, Riley.
Yes, Cade Riley. And, I like that from the Grizzlies. That's back to what I've been saying. They did not let him get much. They didn't let him get any yards after the catch. It was a catch and tackle, and that's what you had to see. I mean, that's what wins football games. Every team's going to have a big play. Every team's going to make a catch. It's what you let them do after the catch, after the big play. The defense did a great job of staying in that play right there.
Brings up 3rd and 4 as the ball is on the 44. Big possession here for the Grizzlies defense. If you can get a stop here as Lincoln is going to try to get the play here. They're going to snap it back, and it's going to be handed off to number 0, Rice, and he's going to pick up the first down here. Anytime Lincoln gets to this 3rd down, the ground is working for him.
Yes, and I mean, that's something the Grizzlies are definitely going to have to work on here. I'm sure the guys in the box and on the field are realizing, okay, we need to kind of swift up on third and long because they've had 2 in a row here.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the Grizzlies are doing a good job. I mean, you see how the Cougars have kind of slowed their pace down. We haven't had too many big plays other than the 3rd and 13 first down. They're slowly working the field, using the time to their advantage, and just trying to wear down the Grizzlies.
And they're also getting that ground game starting to kind of work for them a little bit too, as they're going to look to pass this time. It's going to get a little bit of pressure, but it's going to let it fly for number 3, Edwards. And what a catch there by number 3, Colton Edwards, for the Cougars touchdown.
And that was a very athletic catch by Edwards. The ball was not placed perfectly. He was able to track it through the air, turn with the defender on him, and still get up in the air to make that catch. Look, are they going for 2 here?
Yeah, AJ
Yeah,
Bart.
I would think so.
AJ Bart only put that ball where his receiver could get it.
Yes,
and
and
that was just a wonderful throw.
And
There was three-man rush, which he had a little bit of time to find him, but just a great throw.
Yes, definitely. And I mean, that's trusting your receivers. You know, AJ Bart, senior, he has the experience with that. Great play by the Cougars there.
And they're going for the extra point here, as it's just about got blocked, and it did.
It did get blocked.
Brad, I just talked about how special teams are going to come into this here. Right there, great special teams block there, as it's 48-43.
Absolutely, that's something you want. There's 3 phases of the game, and you want your special teams to be a phase as well.
And that's major because the Grizzlies just cut that from what could have been a full touchdown lead to only a 5-point lead now.
Yeah.
So the Grizzlies definitely have the ball in their court. Need to go down and do something on this next drive, though.
Yeah, and then if the Grizzlies can go down here, obviously a lot of time to go, but if the Grizzlies can go down here and score, you're in the catbird seat.
Oh, yeah, definitely, for sure. I mean, I think the 2-point conversion by head coach Matt Morrison was a great play call. It obviously worked out, got them in the game momentum-wise. Cougars did not take advantage of, trying to go for the 2-point conversion, especially after having such a big play. They had momentum in their side of the court. They didn't do it. Grizzly special teams showed up right there, made a huge play. Ball's in Nicholas County's court.
Yeah, absolutely. And it kind of shocked me that they were just going for the extra point, but maybe they thought get the lead, let your defense do their work.
Yes.
The thing is, though, if they would have gone for 2, and if they wouldn't have got it, it would have been the same score anyway. So, obviously, for the Grizzlies, exactly what you want, but also not an absolute game killer if you're the Cougars.
Yes, definitely.
We got Lucas Milam and number 35. We got Ian Nutter back deep as well as number 38. Riley is going to kick this ball away. 5 minutes and 35 seconds to go in this third quarter, and it's going to be received by number 26, Braden Johnson. He's going to have a little bit of a gap. He's going to try to go down the sideline.
Wow.
He's going to have a lot of space. He could bring this one back. He only has one more defender to beat, and he's going to cut it back on the inside. He's going to be wide open at the 5-yard line. Now he's going to take it in for the Grizzlies touchdown. What a kickoff return by number 26, Braden Johnson.
What a play by the Grizzlies. And that's back to the special teams like we've been talking here. I mean, that is major, not only for momentum, but
we do have a flag down, though.
No, that's coming back, guys. That's going to be a hold on the Grizzlies.
Yeah. Well, just when you think the Grizzlies have momentum there.
Yeah, that was a 72-yard touchdown run, but it's going to all for naught.
Yeah, we'll listen in here for the call, but it looks like they're bringing this one back.
Holding number 58 on the return team. 10-yard penalty, still first down.
So if you're the Grizzlies, obviously not what you want, but still, though, to just come up, you have the momentum after that, though. Even though it comes back, you're still going to have the momentum.
If I'm the Grizzlies, if I'm anybody, I'm looking at it from this standpoint. We just told Lincoln, we can do this to you.
Yeah.
I mean, anything is possible right now, especially if they go down and get this touchdown. That tells Lincoln not only can we get a touchdown on you once in one drive, we can do it twice in one drive. So I think this is a big time. The Grizzlies need to relax, shake it off, get out there and go get a touchdown.
So 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies at the 28-yard line here. And Holmes is going to hand it off to Nash, and he's going to have a gap wide open in the middle.
Wow.
He might just take it to the house. He might make up for the call coming back, and Nash is going to take it all the way to 5-10 touchdown Grizzlies. What a run by Nash.
Wow.
He split the gap, and he took it straight in for the touchdown.
That just doubled the momentum, guys. I mean, just like I said, not only can we score on you once in a big way, we can do it twice back-to-back with everything against us. That is huge for the Grizzlies.
If we weren't going to have a 72-yard touchdown run off the kickoff, we'll have a 72 touchdown run off of offense. Great job there, Devin Nash, bouncing the ball out on the boundary, getting outside, and fine pay dirt.
Yeah,
that was amazing.
It was. And now if you're the Grizzlies, now you have all the momentum, right?
Oh yeah.
If you're Lincoln, you just got you got a kickoff return that came back but called back, and then you had a 72-yard touchdown carry from Devin Nash here.
Yeah,
So
we're going to go for 2 again.
They will go for 2 here, and I like this because if they get it 3-point game.
Yeah, and they're going to go for 2. And
get direct snap to Lucas Milam.
And I don't think he...
And he is still
well,
being
he's still
pushed,
on.
and he will
Yeah,
be short.
Yeah. So...
leaves the score at 49-48.
Yeah, which I think... Didn't they have 43 maybe? Or no, is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, it was 43.
Okay.
So 49.
Nope, we're going to have a flag, a couple personal
flag.
fouls. We got some jawing going on here, and official Bill Sisler didn't like that.
Which, I mean, you can expect that throughout a big
Yeah,
rivalry game
I mean,
like this. I mean, there's going to be some.
It's going to go on both sides, which essentially means don't do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So have a couple of flags out there. We'll get that sorted out here. So it's 48-49 here as we were listening for the call.
We have 2 penalties on the play. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against the offense, unsportsmanlike conduct against the defense. They offset, kickoff.
So they offset, just a little bit jawing back and forth a little bit.
I mean, just essentially, like Brad had said, tell them don't do it again.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, like I said, you're going to have that in a big rivalry game. You almost expect it. And I'm surprised they made it to halfway through the third before they got a little chatty. But, 49-48 Grizzlies right now. I think that 2-point earlier in the game was a huge play followed up by the blocked kick. I mean, this 1-point lead could really be detrimental coming down to the wire here towards the end of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, people are going to see the score and they think, are they playing basketball?
Yeah,
are they playing
yeah.
football?
Yeah.
I mean, are we at the Winter Classic or we
So number 0, Landon Keenan's going to kick it away again. So the Grizzlies are up by 1 here, thanks to the 2-point conversion earlier in the game. So if you're Lincoln, you need to go down here and score. If you're the Grizzlies, hold them on defense right here.
Yes, definitely.
So Landon Keenan going to kick this ball away here with 5:09 to go as we get back underway in the third quarter, and it's going to be scooped up there.
That was close.
Yeah,
that was great hands.
Yes, it was. And see, that's one of the plays where I talked about earlier where it could benefit the Grizzlies to do that little squib kick. I mean, say he doesn't get up another centimeter, doesn't get the ball, and the Grizzlies live ball, they have a chance to get that back.
Yeah, and so Lincoln getting a little bit of field position here like we mentioned earlier, but still, like you said, having that squid kick, having to make that kind of awkward catch.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It could lead to a muffed return, you know what I mean?
Yes, it definitely could.
And Grizzlies could get the ball. But it's going to be 1st and 10 for Lincoln at the 41. As I think if you're Lincoln, just go ahead and just take a shot downfield, or do you think you just run it here? Because the ground game started to work.
I say you keep with the ground game. I mean, it looks like that's what they're set up for here.
Yeah. As we will see as the Cougars take over, 1st and 10. They're going to hand it off. They're going to have a gap, but ran into his own lineman there. As
that was
number
a good tackle.
0, yeah,
that was a good
number
yeah.
0, number 0,
Connor Rice.
Yeah, Connor Rice on the carry there. So pickup of 7 or 3 there, going to bring up 2nd and 7. And I was kind of concerned there if he didn't run into his own defender. I was scared he was going to be gone there, guys.
Yeah, I mean he definitely Connor Rice definitely has some speed to him. He's a shifty player. He's tall too.
Yeah. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 7 here at the 44 with 4 minutes and 30 seconds and winding as we have Burt looking to pass. Yeah.
Oh, was that behind or was that a forward? That was forward pass.
So again, Brennan Smith with the pressure there. He is having a heck of a game pressuring Bart. Forced him to make that throw. Didn't set his feet, just quick throw. Great play by Brennan Smith there off the line.
Yeah, he's coming off that edge, Evan, and he's really got a good bounce on his step off that edge.
Yes, he does. And he's one of those versatile players. I mean, you could almost even put him at linebacker. I mean, he is really a big defensive key weapon.
3rd and 7. Ball still on the 44 as Burt's going to look to pass, and he's going to get it complete to number 0, Rice, and he is going to get brought down by number, who is that? Looked like, I can't see the number. Number 26, Braden Johnson. What a stop for the Grizzlies right there.
Huge play for the Grizzlies. Now you got a tough call if you're Lincoln.
You're on your side of the field. You're on your side of the field, and you're 4th and 4. What are you going to do?
Well, it looks like they're making that decision now, and it looks like they
I mean, they've seen the Grizzlies' third down defense on the last few drives. Grizzlies had a great stop there, but they are going to go for it, try to get one here.
Looks like they're going to go for it here, or maybe just try to draw them off sides. 4th and 4. You got to pick up 4 yards here to get the first down. As Burt, they're going to go for it. There's a flag on the play, and it's going to be complete to number 2, his brother, but it's going to be stopped. But there is a flag there. There's a flag
you're going to get offsides on the defense here. I have a feeling.
Yeah, normally when you get a flag but you let the play out, normally it's on the defense.
Yeah, it's going to be lined up in the neutral zone.
Yeah, and this so.
No, it's not going to be against the Lincoln Cougars.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's going to be
huge stop by the Grizzlies there. Yeah. Of course, if this does go the way it seems to go.
Yep, it's going to be an illegal alignment.
We had an illegal portion against the offense.
Yeah.
Decline. They'll take the result of the play. First down.
So if you're the Grizzlies, this is exactly what you want.
Yes.
You're up by 1. You have the ball in your hands. You can start to control the clock just a little bit here.
See, now, honestly, this is what I'm thinking if I'm Matt Morrison and the Grizzlies. I want to go down and get a touchdown, not to get too ahead of ourselves. You could make this a 2-possession game right now with a 2-point conversion on top of the touchdown.
Yeah.
Of course, get the touchdown first, but
yeah,
ball is definitely on the Grizzlies side of the court right now.
Absolutely, as Helms is going to look to pass, and it's going to be complete to number, let's see here. Is that?
Looks like number 0. Landon Keenan.
Yeah, Landon Keenan.
And I really like that quick play by the Grizzlies there. I'd like to see a little bit of a hurry offense here, but I like the quick throws by Helms. He definitely has the arm and the consistency to do so. So I really like the play right there.
Yeah, for sure, as the Grizzlies are going to hand it off to Nash there, and he's going to pick up a couple of yards there.
I tell you, Devin Nash fights for every last yard that he can get. This is going to be a key third down here for the Grizzlies.
We got another little penalty flag here as the back judge.
Yeah, it's starting to get just a little feisty out there, I think, Brad.
And I don't think this one's going both ways. I don't know which side it's going on, but I don't think it's going to go I don't think it's going to be a alternating penalty.
Yeah, so they're sorting that out down there. So 3rd and 2 as it stands.
We're backing up.
Yeah.
No, we're going.
Well, we'll just listen in here, Brad, and see what we get.
Dead ball, personal foul, number 53 on the defense.
Okay.
15-yard penalty, first down.
So if you're the Grizzlies, exactly what you want there.
So that's a huge play. I'm sure that number 53.
We don't have it on our.
I'm sure number. Oh, we don't seem to have it there, but I'm sure he's going to be hearing about that later.
Yeah.
That is a costly penalty.
And you just keep giving the Grizzlies momentum as the ball's on the 24, and they're going to hand it off. They're up the middle. It's going to break free just a little bit.
Still fighting. Devin Nash giving it all he's got.
And he's still going. They're going to blow it dead just as – yeah, they blew it dead just as he got free there. And they kind of let these plays play out anyway. I'm surprised they blew the whistle there.
Yeah, they really have been leaning on blowing the whistle with the tackle. I mean, I'm surprised that they called that one dead just shy. Grizzlies
get the first down. It's 1st and goal at the 10.
I think the Grizzlies should go a little quicker here.
Yeah.
Before the defense get too set, snap the ball and get down there quick.
So it's going to be 1st and goal, and they're going to hand it off to Nash again. He's going to fight out the outside, and he's going to have a gap, and he's going to take it in for the Grizzlies' touchdown.
Very nice by Nash to kind of get back what he lost in the previous play. And he's one of those players that's always going to do that. You take a touchdown away from him, he's going to immediately go back. He's going to see it as kind of a vengeance almost and go down there and do everything he can to get back in the end zone.
Yeah, guys, that's his 6th touchdown of the evening.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 7th touchdown.
Yeah.
I thought it was the 6th.
So Grizzlies are going to kick the extra point here.
Yeah, 7th touchdown.
Yeah, to make it an 8-point game here, and it's going to be good by Colt Berghammer. So 48-56, I believe. So.
Yes, 56-48. Grizzlies up 8 right now. 1:51 left in the 3rd quarter. Grizzlies had the momentum. They had the momentum. They have the score. I love the 8-point here. And I think, let's say Lincoln goes down and gets a touchdown here. That time where they went for it and didn't get it, and even the kind of the mess ups they've had on special teams is going to play in the back of their mind when making the decision of, do we go for 2? Do we kick the extra point? What do we do here? I mean, this is a huge pivotal point for the Lincoln Cougars in the game, getting ready to go into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and 7 touchdowns for number 11, Devin Nash. An unbelievable stat line there.
Oh, yeah, most people would be happy with 7 touchdowns in the season. And Devin's got 7 tonight, as he's just grinding hard tonight. And that's that off-season workouts, guys, is what we talk about. It. You make your hay in the off-season, and it shows out here tonight.
Definitely. And, I mean, that's the amount of off-season work you put in. You're going to have that kind of come back to you, pay you back.
Every sport. Talk about golf.
Oh, yeah, golf.
You just can't be golfing 3 weeks before the season.
I mean, you go out and you practice all year, any sport. I mean, you're going to have the skill. You can get rusty. I mean, it's definitely a thing. If you stay on the grind, stay with the consistency, it's definitely going to pay off when the season comes around, and it is right now for Devin Nash.
Absolutely, and Grizzlies kick it off there, and then it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cougars at the 38-yard line. So if you're Lincoln, I'm assuming you kind of want to go a little quick here.
Yes, definitely. I think they need to go down quick. 1:51 left. I think that they want to and almost have to score before the fourth quarter comes around. You don't want it to get kind of stale. You don't want it to let the flame burn out. You want to go down quick and try to get a touchdown here.
So 1st and 10 for the Cougars at the 38-yard line. And Bert's going to look to pass. He's going to get a little bit of pressure, but it's going to get complete to – I couldn't see that number there. It looks like
number 3.
So
that's going to be Colton Edwards with the catch. And again, with A.J. Bart stepping into the throws. I mean, he is an experienced quarterback, and you can tell he is not afraid to let it fly with some force behind that ball.
Yeah, he has a strong arm.
Yes.
And they're going to go a little fast here as well, and they're going to hand it off to number – is that 0?
Number 0,
so
Connor Rice.
So, yeah.
Up the middle.
So, you're going to pick up 5, going to bring up 2nd and 5 right at the 40. So, once again, the Cougars going fast here. I think they know that they can get something going with trying to get some momentum on their side. And Bert's going to look to pass, and it's going to be complete to number 3, Edwards. But he's going to get brought down there by a couple of Grizzlies right there. So,
that's a popular play amongst them tonight, that little screen play almost quick out to the left, and it's proven to work multiple times. I think that's something the Grizzlies, they did a good job there of stopping, but definitely need to pay attention to for the future of this game.
So it's 3rd and 5. How big is this possession right here for the Cougars?
This is a huge play. The defense needs to put the pressure on Bart. It's proven to work. Brennan Smith needs to do everything he can to break free, get back to Bart. See if we can't get a sack here.
So 3rd and 5 at the 40. Bart's going to look to pass. He's going to have to scramble a little bit, and he's going to get it complete there to number 2 there. Number we'll go with number 2, his brother. So Jacob Bart's on the reception there.
That's just good poise and good presence by Bart. I mean, he has really shown that he is a senior leader on this team.
Yes.
And
that was a very impressive play by him a lot of quarterbacks would have taken the sack there, tried to run it themselves. He knew where his receiver was, like you mentioned earlier, Brad. He knows where they always are. Yeah. He didn't try to run that one. He had a little bit of room there. He was patient. He waited, made the throw, and it worked.
So 5 seconds here. You got to snap the ball. The play clock's just under, and they're going to snap it. And Bert's going to look to pass once again, and he is going to get it. Going to fall incomplete, but intended for his brother Jacob
out there. Had nothing. And that's also something you don't see often with high school quarterbacks, is throwing it out. I mean, a lot of them take sacks because they don't have the experience or the poise to throw it out, and that's something he's done very good about tonight.
Absolutely. Well, guys, we're going to cut to Tanner Lawson's interview here, so we'll be right back after this.
Hi, here with Tanner Lawson, and Tanner, let me ask you this. So, when did you first realize that you were going to play football and you realized you had the passion for the game?
It started back in 8th grade with a bunch of the guys back here standing, and we all just started playing, especially Burke right there.
So football is a very hard sport. So how do you stay focused out there on the field when you have like a challenging situation going on?
You gotta keep your mind right and stay focused with your team and work together with each other.
And then was there one moment in your high school career that you could go back and relive?
I would go back sophomore year and finish the season. I didn't
Season?
play my sophomore year. That's one thing I'd go back and do.
Yeah. Well, Grant Kuiper here, Tanner Lawson. Tanner, thanks for stopping by.
Alrighty, so welcome back. Fourth quarter, guys, right here on SCTV. We're glad that everybody's along watching from home or wherever you can be right here on Facebook. So, guys, it's fourth quarter time here.
Yes.
Cougars are down by 8. Big drive right here as we enter the late stages of this game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think this is a pivotal point for the Cougars. Down 8, not only do they need a touchdown, they also need a 2-point conversion to tie it up, and that's definitely in the back of their minds. A.J. Bart is holding it together right here. They're not showing any ounce of pressure as he takes the snap, drops back. Going to let it go, and a drop pass by number 3, Colton Edwards. Great defense there by the Grizzlies to not only let him drop it, but to also put that little extra umph on it and say, not only you're not going to drop it, we're going to try to injure you while we're at it.
Yeah, and then now it's 3rd and 10 at the 33 here. So it's 3rd and long here. You know they're probably going to be passing it here.
Yes.
So if you're the Grizzlies, make sure you have your receiver. We've seen it a couple times. You think we're going to be able to bring it down. Burt's at that quarterback position, but he's able to break free there. So if you're the Grizzlies, make sure you're doing all the little things right here. As it's 3rd and 10, Burt's in the shotgun formation, and he's going to look to pass, and he's going to scramble, and he's going to have to take it himself. The ball's going to come out, and it looks like they're saying it was incomplete. They're saying the ball went forward. They're saying it's an incomplete pass. So it's going to be 4th and 10 for the Cougars. Do you go for it?
I don't think you should.
Yeah.
Whether or not they do, I don't know. I mean, you know, ball is on the Grizzlies side of the field, so anything is possible here. It looks like the offense wants to stay on the field, getting a play call.
I feel like Lincoln knows with how this game's been going, you kind of have to score here, as it looks like they're going to go for it.
Obviously, they are going to stay on the field. This is huge right here. The Grizzlies need a stop, and they need it bad.
Absolutely, and they're going to go for it here, as Burt's going to look to pass, has a little bit of pressure, has a little bit of gap. He's going to let it fly, and it's going to fall incomplete. There's Grizzlies defenders all over that. Ball's incomplete. Turnover on downs. First down, Grizzlies.
Huge play for the Grizzlies. Bart knew he had to try to get something downfield. He kind of forced that ball a little bit. That wasn't really a take that a calm quarterback in a calm position, not on 4th and 10 in the fourth quarter, would have taken. He knew he had to make something happen right there, tried to force the ball. Grizzlies made the play.
And he had a little bit of space there, too, that he could have maybe run it, but he went for the long ball, and it just fell incomplete. So now the Grizzlies have the ball here. You got 11 minutes and 34 seconds. Do you start to use time as your friend?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you ever want to play a game to win it.
Yeah.
I think Matt Morrison knows that with the experience he has. I think the Grizzlies need to keep what they're doing, because if they could go up 15 or 16 points, the way the game is trending, I feel like they definitely could take it home from here. I wouldn't play time into in factor. I would keep giving the ball to Devin Nash, and if he can get another 70-yard run, I think momentum has kind of really got this game in the bag.
And with how we've seen this game, Brad, you can go down and score in 30 seconds. So this game's not over yet.
Oh, absolutely, and I agree with Evan. Is you do what you do.
Yeah.
That's an old head coach quote that was the coach before head coach Matt Morrison. We are who we are. We do what we do, and that's what the Grizzlies have done tonight. They've not done anything. I know I keep saying that, but they've done what they are supposed to do.
Yes.
The Grizzlies have played very, very well within themselves.
Definitely. I mean, they had playing a great ball game. I think from here forward, even in this fourth quarter, defense could get a little around the edges a little bit. I think that last defensive possession was the best the Grizzlies have had so far. They didn't let anything big happen.
Yeah, that fourth down play, there was good pursuit on the interior line. There was an opening before that guy went downfield, but good defense by the secondary as well.
Yes,
you're going to get too many men on the field. I count 13 out there, don't you?
Yeah, and we'll get that penalty from our head official down there on the field.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it might be. While they're figuring
12.
that out,
They got 12 men on the field.
Dead ball. Substitution of action. 12 men on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
And I feel like, too, if you're the Grizzlies, just to mention about you have the ball here, don't get too excited either. You got to stay focused here. You know you have the lead, but don't get too excited and make sure you're doing all the little things
definitely.
right.
Play Grizzly ball. Lincoln is playing a very sloppy game now. Penalty after penalty. Devin Nash takes the handoff. Is going to stumble up to about the 43-yard line.
Yeah. So it's first attempt for the Grizzlies, though. It's exactly what you want. It looked like it was a pickup of about 6 yards.
Yes.
So it's going to be first and 10 at the 44. So obviously you can tell the Grizzlies aren't going faster, using the play clock a little bit to their friends. But like you said, don't do anything different, right? Just continue to hand the ball off, continue to pass the ball.
Grizzly ball.
Absolutely.
I think this is a big play here for the Grizzlies. First and 10. Just stay calm. Keep doing what you're doing. I expect to see a handoff to, Devin Nash right up the middle. And he's going to be met by some defenders.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want if you're the Grizzlies. Just keep running the ball. If it's not broke, don't fix it, right?
Exactly.
You're picking up 5 yards every single time, 4 to 5 yards with Devin Nash. And when you're able to pick up those yards, you're going to be able to get first down after first down.
Oh, definitely. I mean, he is a heck of a player, and they're going to utilize that tonight calmly. I mean, they're not going to try to force anything, that's whenever you start to get into where the issues are.
And then if you're the Cougars, you got to hold them here. You can't let the Grizzlies go down and kick a field goal or go and score, because then at that point, then you're going to have to start to scramble as they're going to hand it off to Nash again. He's going to have a little bit of a gap. He's going to cut to the middle. He's going to have one more defender to be beat, and he's going to be stopped by number 11. And it's going to be a first and 10 for the Grizzlies.
He's talking about number 11, Hunter Burdett.
Yeah.
11 meets 11.
Yeah.
Nash looks to be a little bit shaken up there, up and moving around. Going to take a little bit of a limp off.
That was a hard hit, too.
That was a hard hit. I think he's a player that you can definitely let rest a few plays. Trust in your quarterback, Colton Helms. Trust in Lucas Milam, receiver, and he also runs the ball very well. Nash deserves to get a little bit of rest, that's for sure.
Yeah, and they're going to have Helms, and then they're going to have, it looks like maybe number 5, and they're going to hand it off to him.
Yeah, Lucas Milam up the gun there. Not too much, met by some defenders. That was
actually
number
26. Yeah, 26. Braden Johnson
going to pick up 1 yard. Second 9 for the Grizzlies. 9:39 left in the game. 56-48 is your score.
And you can tell the Grizzlies are in no rush, right? Making sure you're doing the little things right.
Yes.
And at this point, you're in that position to where you got to get a first down. I was going to say field goal range, but without Berkhammer, you're not going to get it. So you just want to make sure you keep picking up first down after first down as they're going to hand it off.
Devin Nash
to
back in the game.
And he's going to get close to the first down. Marking him just short. Just
short it looks like. Going to bring up 3rd and inches here for the Grizzlies, which the way Nash is running tonight should not be a hard feat to conquer for the Nicholas County Grizzlies.
And if you get this first down here, then you start to get to maybe that short field. Maybe you could pass the ball. Obviously, I don't know if you would want to pass the ball because then you stop the clock, you know what I mean? But like we said, Nash has been able to get some unbelievable runs tonight. And if it's don't broke, don't fix it. And I wouldn't be surprised if you see Devin Nash carry the ball here, and that's exactly what they're going to do. And he's going to be on the outside. He's going to pick up the first down, and he's going to go in for the Grizzlies touchdown. Now, there is a flag back. We will see. It looks like it may come back, but as it stands right now, touchdown for the Grizzlies, but we will see what the call is here shortly.
There's flags down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you're going to get a holding call here as it's going to come back.
And they've started to kind of you're starting to see more and more flags as this game goes along. I'm starting to see a little bit of the fatigue maybe out there.
Absolutely.
Yes,
that's a great point, Grant, is, I Devin has almost over 300 yards now, but it wouldn't have been done without this offensive line. This offensive line has been stellar tonight.
Yes.
Give a big shout out to the grunts on the line.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
And I feel like the players on the line, sometimes they don't get recognized as much as the quarterback or the running back or the wide receivers, but they are just as much as an important part as anybody else on this team. As it's going to bring up 3rd and 8 at the 22, and they're going to hand it off to Nash once again. He's going to have a gap down the sideline. He's going to be free. He's going to be at the 5. He's going to be just pushed out of bounds at the 1.
He might have got the ball across the plane, it looked like to me, but.
Guys, that play right there has been run 4 times in a row. That's the same play that we've run 4 times in a row. It's worked. I mean, no, it's been a bounce outside on the strong side. It's just been run 4 times in a row.
So do we see a tush push here at the 1-yard line, Evan?
No, you just get it in there.
Give it in there.
I think Devin Nash just going
to ground and pound.
So 1st and goal, and it looks like it's like at the half-yard line there. So right there on the line, and they're going to hand it off to Nash, and he is going to be stopped.
It's going to be close.
Looks like they're marking him short.
I don't think they mind it either. There's just another 40 seconds to come off the clock.
Yes. So it's 2nd and goal at the 1. Just running up the middle again, see if they can stop it.
You're going to see that play we run there earlier. I'll bounce out to the outside here to the right.
And I don't think they can stop the run 4 times if it comes down to that. You know, I mean, we'll see if they're able to stop it here on the 2nd time. But like you said, just give it to Devin and see if he can take it into the end zone here.
Definitely.
And you're right, Brad. Seeing that same formation as we did earlier, and they're going to hand it off to Nash.
To the left, and he
marking him short again. The one on the, marking him short. So, yep, 3rd and 1. You're stuck right here at the 1 here, guys. What else do you do, Brad?
See, I think this is one of the ones where you even wildcatted out to Lucas Milam or Devin Nash and have him go in. Colton Helms is coming out on the field.
And you don't really mind this if you're the Grizzlies because, like you said, Brad, you're burning 40 seconds every single time.
Yeah, you got to score here, though.
You do got to score. But I think you're in that field goal range as well if it comes down to it, as Helms is going to keep it, and he is going to get in for the Grizzlies touchdown. The Grizzlies add on to their lead with 6:58 to go in this 4th quarter.
Great play there by the Grizzlies, and Colton Helms really stay focused and get in the end zone there. And really, that's probably the best possible outcome you could have had from that drive.
Yeah.
Not only did they get the score to almost go up 15, but they also just took about 4 minutes off the clock. So
absolutely. That's the most important part.
Yeah, it is the most important part. And to be able to be up by 2 scores now, as we're going to get the extra point here. Berkhammer on to attempt it, and it is going to be good. But to be up now.
Oh, we got some flags now.
Oh, wow.
It's starting to get a little heated out there. And this has been a close game all night long. And you're starting to see it in the late stages here. Got some flags. But if you're the Grizzlies now to have that comfort being up 2 scores is exactly what you want.
That foul's going to be on number 10. And that's.
And if you're Colton Berkhammer and there starts to get a ruffle to break out, you're going to want to get out of there quick. I mean, 20, that's definitely something else you got to think about there.
After play, dead ball, personal foul, number 10 on the kicking team. Be assessed on the kickoff, 15 yards.
So you're up by 15 now.
So this is now with the 10-yard penalty, the way that they've been kicking it, this is going to be a big play. I mean, this could give Lincoln some great field position. So, I mean, this is something the Grizzlies are going to have to kind of think about, try to get something down there a little further than just a squib kick.
Yeah, and you're up by 15. So if Lincoln goes down and score, obviously you're still going to have the lead, but then you got to think about if Lincoln is able to hold you on offense and then go down and score again, then that's when you guys start making decisions. Do you go for 2 or do you go to 1? And that'll be interesting to see, too, if they do go down and score this drive. Do you go for 2 or go for 1? Personally, I would just go for 1 and leave it towards the end of the game if it comes down to that.
I mean, it just depends on the momentum. I mean, I think depending on what play gets them in the end zone, it's going to be a big factor. I mean, if the guys are hot, if they're feeling good, go for 2.
Yeah.
And that's even if they get in the end zone. This will be interesting to see what they do here at the kick.
Yeah, and like you said, and they're going to
get
this.
Yes, and they didn't squib it. They kicked it high.
And
smart play.
And that's exactly what you want if you're the Grizzlies. It's number 0. Rice is going to have a little bit of room there on the outside. They get to the 40. It looks like the 47-yard line. And that's something, too. The Chapmanville game, when Landon Keenan came in to start kicking off these kickoffs, he was able to boot it down the field a decent way. So it's good to see him be able to, like you said, get it, not squid kick it, get it down the field. make Lincoln return it here, and it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 47.
The view we're seeing now on the camera is from who Grant? Who's working that camera
so
again?
That's Aiden Prophet. He was our Honor Society president in 8th grade. Very good kid, very into camera work, and yeah, that's his camera you're seeing right there on the screen.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love you guys
awesome.
are doing this.
Yeah, and it's good to see because there's kids at the high school that may not be into the talking like me and Evan, but are into the cameras or into the technology side of it, and that's exactly what we have here. As Bert's going to look to pass, and it's going to be just bobbled by number 0, Rice.
And I mean, you could just see it bounce off his chest, and that's just part of an issue you might have with how much force that Bart has with his throws. I mean, if you got to catch the ball before you run.
That's what he was. You said it. He wanted to run before he caught it.
Yeah. With hard throws coming at your chest like that, I mean, you really got to catch the ball and then go.
And how many times, not even we see it at this level, but at the college and NFL level, like you said, he's thinking about what he's going to go ahead and do before you make the catch. You got to make the catch and then think about what you're doing.
Cannot get ahead of yourself.
As Bert's going to look to pass once again, and he's going to let it fly. It's going to be complete to number 2, Jacob Burt.
So now you see Lincoln trying to get a quick offense going. They're not running the ball. They're trusting in their quarterback, Bart, to make the big plays downfield, score as quickly as they possibly can, and then in the defense they trust.
And the clock stops for a little bit to move the chains, so that helps out the Cougars a little bit as Bart is going to look to pass it again. They have solely been in the air, and it's going to be complete to number 0, Rice.
Yes, that was a tough tackle there. That one looked like it hurt a little bit. Bart kind of putting his receiver in a tough position there, but he knew what he had to do to make the catch.
That's good hold on by the receiver.
Yes.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and 4 at the 29 as Lincoln's getting the play call. Lincoln can go fast, too. We've seen it with their midway through this 4th quarter, 6 minutes down, 6 minutes to go as the ball's on the 29-yard line. As Bert's making sure his line and everybody is on the same page. He's going to snap, and he is going to look to pass, and he's going to get rid of it. It's going to be complete to number 0, Rice. Yeah, and he's going to be drug out of bounds. That's going to be a late hit.
Yep. Yeah, that's going to be a riding him out of bounds.
Yeah.
On number 58.
And that's just the penalty you can't have if you're the Grizzlies. You just got to let go, let him go out of bounds.
No, yeah, definitely. That's on number 58, Chris Meadows, another one of the Meadows brothers.
Yeah,
they're twins, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe so, yes.
Okay, same grade?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Those Meadows boys played pretty tough.
Yes, they do. I mean, they are a heck of a duo, I tell you what.
And the thing is, too, if this is a late hit out of bounds, you're going to get yardage tacked into at the end of the play. So this is going to hurt you a little bit if you're the Grizzlies, as we will listen in for the call.
After the play, dead ball, personal foul, late hit, 53 on defense. Half the distance to the goal. The play resulted in a 1st down.
So 1st and 10 for the Cougars at the 11-yard line. So we're not. It's at the 11-yard line here. So if you're the Grizzlies defense here, what do you do?
I mean, I think you just don't let that affect you. Stay focused on what you're doing. Don't get ahead of yourselves and just play the game.
And we're gonna get a timeout here. We will see who it's called by.
Timeout, Nicholas County.
So Nicholas going to call timeout here. Just make sure you have everybody on the same page on defense. So
yeah,
if you're the head coach, Evan, what are you calling here for defense? You making sure you have, obviously they've been passing it through the air, so you're just making sure you have that great pass coverage.
Well, I mean, I think Nicholas calling this timeout here really tells everybody that they're trying to put the game away with this play right here. I mean, if they hold Lincoln, to a field goal even, try to get them to 4th down, I mean, go down and score again, the game is pretty much over. I think that this timeout is telling Lincoln, hey, we're not just kind of cruising. We're not going to let you get a touchdown. We're not going to let you walk all over us and then go down and just try to win the game offense. We're going to call a timeout, get the defense as ready as we possibly can, and try to put this game away right now.
Yeah, and if you're the Grizzlies, if you hold them here, then the odds of you winning this game go up significantly. But if you're the Cougars, you're able to score here, then you're right back in this game, and you put the pressure back on the Grizzlies. And it seems like Lincoln's getting some momentum as well.
Yes.
As it brings up 1st and 10 at the 11. So you can pick up the 1st down at the 1-yard line if you are the Cougars. and it's going to be Burt back at the quarterback position, and he's going to look to pass, and he's going to have to scramble, going to have to get rid of it. It's going to be brought down in the backfield by a couple of defenders there for the Grizzlies, but way to apply that pressure. You've been getting that all night long.
Yes.
Way to go if you're the Grizzlies there.
Great play by the Grizzlies defense up front especially to push through. They knew what they had to do. That timeout paid off significantly right there.
That was very, very good. They kept the ball in front of them. The defenders on the defensive secondary did a great job to cause that sack.
Yes. So it's 2nd and 19 at the 20 as the Cougars, I'm assuming, Evan, you're going to want to pass the ball here.
Yes, definitely, as they have been.
And it looks like they're going to. And Burt's struggling again. He's just going to break free. He's going to take it on his legs.
Wow.
He has a little bit of room, and he's going to get brought, or he's going to be ran out of bounds right at, it looks like, the line of scrimmage or where he started at. So now what, Evan? Now what?
You got to stay in the air, too.
Yeah.
I mean, the Grizzlies are swarming. Whatever Matt Morrison said in that timeout really got the defense, really got the defense fired up.
Yeah.
I mean, they are putting the pressure, just like we've said all game, on Bart. I think if you're Lincoln County, you stay to what's working. Trust in Bart. He obviously has proven to make pressured throws, make big plays in pressured situations. So I'm interested to see what they do here.
And then as well, you got to think four down territory if they can't convert it here. He's going to get rid of it to number 2, Jacob Burton. He's going to cut it back on the inside. He's going to be brought down at the 1.
Wow.
What a hit.
What a hit.
It looks like he's going to be brought down at the 1, so it looks like he's going to get the first down. He was right there at the line, but what a hit.
What a hit by Devin Nash. And that's a great job right there by Lincoln to make that play, because the defenders swarmed as quickly as they possibly could. I believe that was Brennan Smith again that hit the edge.
You might not think that play right there is big, but that kept him out of the end zone.
Yeah.
Its clock's running,
Yeah.
so it makes the clock run, and here you're bringing more players on the field. So where the clock would have been stopped and they scored a touchdown, we're burning another 35 seconds off the clock.
Especially with the Grizzly goal line defense. I love this right here.
Absolutely, as Burt goes under center. He's going to hand off to number 3, Edwards, and he's going to look like he's just stopped. The ball came out, and it looks like it is recovered by the Grizzlies.
Oh, no, they're calling him down.
Oh, they're calling him down at the 1. And the clock continues to tick here, though, Brad. And now we're going to go under 4 minutes, as it's now 2nd and 1. If you're Lincoln, do you know they're going to go quick? I was going to say, do you think?
I mean, if I'm Lincoln, I'm going as quickly as I possibly can right now. I mean, the Grizzlies are still shaken up by not getting that recovery. Lincoln needs to go quick, take the ball, and try to get in the end zone.
I thought that ball was out.
Yeah.
But I have my Grizzly goggles on. You can coin that term, because that's the Grizzly goggles is my term.
And they're going to keep it. It looks like, did the ball come out again? As we will wait for the call.
It is going to be,
it's going to be
Grizzly
football.
Great play by the defense.
And how many times have we seen that? Something go not the Grizzlies' way, but then the next play goes exactly the way you want it for the Grizzlies. And they're saying it's recovered by Devin Nash. So what a play for the Grizzlies.
Huge.
That might win the game for you for the Grizzlies.
Now I got to tell you, we can't get ahead of ourselves.
Absolutely.
Because they are still in their own own end zone right now.
You can't get a safety
on
here.
offense. You can't. I mean, that's something the Grizzlies can't get psyched up about, but they have to calm down, play their level, hand it off to Nash. Don't try to throw this ball. Don't try to force anything. Just believe in the game plan and relax. And get up to the 5-10, then make something happen.
And you're at the 2-yard line here, so you're going to be in the back of the end zone, but they're just going to run this ball up the middle, and they're going to pick up a couple more yards. You need to get out of this end zone. But at the same time, the clock's ticking. You're down to 3:30. If you're Lincoln, you got to start thinking about burning some timeouts and for where you can get the ball back. Because if you're not going to have the ball, you're not going to win the game.
I mean, I think Lincoln started this game with an onside kick, and it might have to come down to them ending it with an onside kick. I like that play by the Grizzlies to get them a little bit of wiggle room, get Colton Helms, Devin Nash a little bit of wiggle room to get out there and see if they can't do something.
And it's going to bring up 2nd and 7 at the 5, so you're still right there on the end zone, but not as far back as you once were. And they're going to run it up the middle, and you're going to have
That's Devin Nash.
Devin Nash. He's going to cut it back up the middle. Now he's going to cut it around the outside. He has a little bit of space, and he's still going to go. You can tell he's winning. He's just going to bring it down. Nice, smart play there by Devin Nash. They're going to keep it in bounds, run the clock, play the team game.
That's football IQ right there. You keep yourself in bounds to keep that clock a-running. And that started out as a QB sneak or a sneak under center by Devin Nash.
Yes, and that's
As it looks like, is there a flag down?
Oh, I see it back here. Yeah,
flag down.
5
there
yards.
is a
So it
flag
might come
in the
back.
back.
It looks like it's going to come back. They're moving the chain game back, but we will wait for the call here. There's still 2:46 to go here, guys, so it just all depends on, well, penalty's going to stop the clock, so it just depends on what's going to go on here.
Yes, definitely. I mean, it's tough. I mean, penalties have killed the Grizzlies a few times after some big plays, but it seems to be the trend is they always bounce back right after the penalty play. So see what happens here.
Yeah. We haven't got no communication yet, but they're moving them back, so I'm assuming it's going to be on the Grizzlies here. As here's the call now. We're listening.
During the play, personal foul against the offense, personal foul against defense. These will offset, replay, second down.
Yeah. When you have those two penalties, they offset. You have to replay the down. Obviously, if you're the Grizzlies, not what you want. But you don't get penalized for it either. Like, obviously you do. You're going to bring it back, but yard-wise, you're staying at the same place.
I'm curious to what the personal foul was. As usually personal fouls are dead ball fouls, but this one was called during live action. But curious to see that. And we'll have to go back because we can always watch these games later. Grant, where can we watch these games later?
Yeah, so you can. These games stay up on Facebook for 30 days after they're recorded. So you can go back on Facebook. Great way, if any of the players are watching, great way to watch some film later as Grizzlies are going to.
Devin Nash does it
again. And
up the middle. Going to get about to the 25-yard line. Big play by Devin Nash, and that seems to be the trend tonight. You know, big play, gets stopped, followed up by another big play to keep themselves there.
And then they also are on YouTube after as well. So
awesome.
You can get it on Facebook or YouTube, exactly what you want. And, yeah, and this is something, too, where I think as we get to this 5th game of the season, Brad, I'm excited to add some features to this thing as well. Maybe we can get some replays. I know that was a little bit of a discussion, but
Sam's going to want one of them ESPN trucks that sit outside the stadium here where it has a satellite dish and a hospitality room. And
yes.
But no, great job.
Football.
Everybody's done a great job tonight.
And the Grizzlies, I was going to say, play clock was running down there, so I think they got timeout by the So you got 2:06 to go. Well, the clock's still running.
Set the game clock to
2:11.
So yes, 2:11 left to go in the game.
Can't get ahead of yourself, but still though, this is when it comes down. You cannot make your mistakes. You cannot shoot yourself in the foot.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're not going to be throwing the ball here. You want the clock to run as much as it will run, fast as it'll run. Yeah. And you ideally do not even want to get Lincoln the ball back here. And technically another first down, and I think you can get away with doing that. This resilience by this Grizzly football team tonight has been outstanding. They fought, clawed, and battled this whole game, and they're in the driver's seat.
Absolutely. And then after the game, we'll be here for a little bit, doing a little bit of a post-game show, give you some stats, stuff like that. But we got 2:11 to go here, though, so don't go anywhere. Stay right here with us on SCTV. So if you're the Grizzlies, I'm assuming you're probably just going to want to run the ball here, go to Nash, and make Lincoln burn another timeout here.
Definitely. I mean, I think Lincoln's realizing this is one of the most crucial plays coming up here. I mean, you know, Devin Nash breaks free again, which is a very high possibility of happening.
Yeah,
this game's pretty much over.
And they're going to hand it off to Nash again. He's going to have a little bit of a gap, and he's going to continue to stay on his feet. He's going to continue to break. Look how many tackles he's able to break. He's still on his feet.
Bouncing off the defender.
And he gets the first down, so the clock will stop for the chains, but it's going to continue to run once then. So Lincoln, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies at the 39. Just let that clock just tick, 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 tick,
Guys,
tick.
that run right there was Devin Nash all day long.
Yeah.
That was just bounce, bounce, bounce. And Devin Nash really showed his toughness right there.
Yes, he did.
And now kind of starting to flip the page just a little bit. You had a big one against Shady last week. You're winning right now. If you can get a 2-game winning streak going here, having all the momentum on your side, this is exactly what you want if you're the Grizzlies.
And especially with such a tough schedule that they have. I mean, you know, they play nobody light for the rest of the season, so definitely need this one. You know, there's no game you should ever win, but there's some games that, you know, definitely are in your favor, and you got to go win those games.
And that's going to do it, fellas. Lincoln's not going to use their timeout.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to run or take the knee one more time. Now, Evan, we make our score predictions at the Maloney Sports Report. I don't think my score was anywhere close. I did not see the score being 48 to 63.
I don't think mine was either. I wrote it down. I don't have it with me, but gosh, I don't think anybody had it going 63-48. Huge win by the Grizzlies here. I mean, this is just something that, you can't even draw up. It was so good. I mean, this is major.
It's been a very entertaining game.
Yes, and Devin Nash is going to break free one more time over the 40.
He's just going to try to
30,
run some
take
time
it down at the 30.
I mean, guys, we got the band lifting up their instruments over here. I think they're trying to do something with the score. They're counting over there.
Maybe they're doing push-ups for the
Yeah.
And that was smart by Devin to go down there. He was trying to run because obviously the clock stops for the first down. You're going to have to take the knee one more time.
Yes. And who knew he was doing there? I mean, he's not only a great skill player, he has the football mindset, like you had said earlier, Brad, to really have an idea of what's going on in the game, what he needs to do, not only make the big run, but when he needs to go down. Team mindset right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I get it. And the victory formation for the Grizzlies that's going to do it.
You guys can see the band. They're still going strong, getting to the,
yes.
to the score. But what a win for the Grizzlies.
Huge.
Your final score, Lincoln 48, your Nicholas County Grizzlies 63. So, guys, big win against last week against Shady Spring. Big win tonight against Lincoln. You have all the momentum on your side. Exactly what you want going in to Midland Trail, I believe, next game.
Yes, and I mean, like I mentioned earlier, the Grizzlies do not have an easy schedule coming up. I mean, down the road in a few weeks, they play Independence. Independence
yeah.
is one of the top teams in the state right now. That's just one of the games they have. They have Ripley. They have a Herbert Hoover, I believe.
Yeah,
they have a Bluefield. I mean, they have some tough games coming up against some big opponents in the state. I think getting these wins against a quality Lincoln team is what they need going into kind of the bulky part of the season. You're 2-2 now. You just as easily could have been 4-0. I mean, 2 tough losses earlier in the season to start it out. But, I mean, you take a win when you get a win, and this was more than a win for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, and now you have all that momentum. And the one thing I kind of saw was those first 2 games, you could tell the chemistry wasn't there, new coaching staff. But now you can tell it's there. Everything's clicking. Everything's firing on all cylinders.
Definitely.
So just kind of Grizzlies have a bye this week. Then you go to Midland Trail. This bye week's going to be very important on cleaning up those little things. But at the same time, you're doing everything right if you're the Grizzlies, though.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think there's a few things on defense they need to clean up. Too many yards after the catch. And I've stressed that all game. Teams are going to get big plays on you, but you have to tackle. Stay on the ball. Do not get distracted by anything else. Do not let them get that edge on you because that's how you get momentum. That's how you get big touchdowns. They need to dial in a little bit better in the secondary on defense as far as tackling goes. The D-line had an incredible game. The offensive line played a great game. Devin Nash obviously played one of the best high school football games I've ever seen.
I vote for him player of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Definitely.
And
Brad,
do you have some stats?
Because
probably all.
my pen ran out of ink.
I was gonna say, yeah. Well, Nash had 7 touchdowns. That's what they said.
Touchdowns.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So just everything, if you want for the Grizzlies, is there anything else we kind of want to touch on before we wrap this show up?
No, that next broadcast here for SCTV is going to be when?
It's going to be Bluefield.
Bluefield here.
It's going to be the 10th of, I guess, September.
October.
So, yeah, October. 10th of October. So be here, right here on SCTV. Right now the kickoff is at 7, but it could always change. But, guys, what another wonderful night.
Yeah, I know we're going to give shout-outs.
We do.
Is that 282?
282 yards, I think is what they said.
Yeah, 382.
382, yeah. Devin Nash, 382 yards, 7 touchdowns. What a game. I mean, he almost ran the field 4 times with 7 touchdowns. I mean,
that's crazy.
So impressive.
How about we give a shout out, like you said? Aiden Prophet did a wonderful job running the camera tonight. Second game that he's done this, doing a wonderful job. Sam doing another wonderful job of switching the camera shots and having that scoreboard at the bottom. I know he spends a lot of time on that and making sure we're not too loud, Evan.
Yes, definitely.
Got exciting there.
Yes.
But thank you, Brad, and thank you, Tanner, Evan, for coming out tonight. It's been a wonderful night.
Glad to be here for sure.
Camera. We got other cameras.
We do have camera. We have I don't think I know her name, but we have her. Yeah.
We got a lot of people. We're very.
I just got Julie. Is her name? Yeah, Julie.
Awesome.
Yeah, first time I met her, but she's very nice. So know that.
I really like that she's been at the Winter Classic and she's done
Yeah.
a great job. But, yeah, no, I appreciate you having me, guys, and I hope that this takes off for you guys. And I really think that this has been something very wonderful.
Absolutely. And Evan, thanks for being
Yes,
able
of
to
course.
come.
Glad to be here. Glad I could make it tonight. Huge win for the Grizzlies. Let's keep it rolling.
Absolutely. Well, from our entire crew, we thank you for watching with us tonight on SCTV. From Brad Anderson to Evan Prendergast, I'm Grant Kuiper saying have a great night, everybody.